tell you that. No.
Oh, we got some music. I choked the bear.
Oh,
No
we're
one can see
back.
it. No one can see that. Stop.
We're so fucking back.
I'm choking the bear. There's a little figurine. I'm
No, choking the bear.
You can see the video on our OnlyFans.
Wow.
die.
Only on Patreon you can see Greg choke a live bear.
Oh, fucking die, you fucking bear.
It's not even dying.
He's fine. He's fine. You're weak. You're a weak man.
That's how we start the show.
Yeah, it chokes a bear to
Oh,
death.
Jesus.
That's how we start the show.
Now we got to
Why don't
move
you
a
get your
bear.
paws off my bear?
Yeah. You didn't even ask him permission to choke his bear.
Oh.
This guy goes over people's places and just chokes their bears and leaves.
Right. Listen, any respectable man has a bear in his
Yeah,
house.
you ask.
Know
And
why?
you don't just choke the bear.
know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm an assassin.
He is. Yeah.
I'm one of the 250.
Yeah, you're a fucking asshole.
Man.
I'm
You're one of the 250.
I'm one
If
of
you're
the
going to
250.
choke a bear, make sure he's a fat guy in Bushwick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
God,
Drinking a Diet Coke. Speaking of fat guys.
Ooh.
Fat guy move.
Fat guy
Diet
move.
Coke.
Ultimate fat guy soda.
It is.
Diet
is.
Coke, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I had a Manhattan special earlier. I'm
another one.
on top.
That's the Guido soda.
That's the Guido soda.
That's the Guido.
It is the Guido soda. I don't even care.
They love it. They're like, bro, go to the store, pack of Newports, Manhattan Special, egg, ham, and cheese on a roll. That's
They
that-
sing
that's
it.
all you hear.
Manhattan special.
Oh, yeah, that's what you have to
That's
hear.
all you hear at the barbershops.
Yeah, bro, white guy barbershops and
Yeah.
bridge and tunnel areas.
Italian.
I don't want to call them Italian.
I don't want to call them Italian.
Because
Albanians do work
because
there
the
too.
Albanians work there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they're a little more.
Bro,
went to,
Manhattan Special, that's the
Primo.
best, bro. That's the best. It's coffee and soda. It's like the best drink.
Yeah.
You know what? My uncle used to come on my house, and he used to drink a Manhattan Special. And we were like, what is that, Uncle? Yahtzee.
Yeah. Uncle Bobo.
Uncle Bubby.
Bobby, yeah.
Oh,
Bobby means dad in Albanian.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know
Yeah, they
that.
call them Bobbies.
Everyone has a thing for that sound. Babi, Bobo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bobo is retard in Spanish.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow, that makes so much sense.
Still, the funniest thing
Yeah.
Angela Sharp has ever told me is when I went over to her house, and she went, that's Bobo, and it's this big ass cat, and he just gets in your lap, and you're like, that's Spanish for retard.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Oh, that's why that fucking ship that crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge was called the Bobo? The Bobo?
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ultimate
that.
fat guys drinks. Diet Coke, Mountain Dew. Right? What else?
I think...
Monster.
no.
Red Bull.
Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Oh, I'll give you one. I'll give you fucking one. Red Gatorade.
Fat
person-
guys love red Gatorade
fat
because it's fruit
person
punch. It's like trying to be a healthy Hawaiian punch guy.
Yeah. It's like I don't drink Hawaiian Punch.
No.
That is
No.
too fattening. I'll have a red Gatorade because it makes me feel like an athlete.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows that Gatorade is only drinking by athletes and alcoholics. That's the only people that drink Gatorade.
Yeah.
It's life-saving medicine.
You love Gatorade.
Oh, I drink tons of Gatorade.
Sometimes you need a good Gatorade. It
All
brings
time.
you back.
Yeah. Oh,
It brings you back from the break.
every night in the middle of the night. I have a Gatorade. Love it.
You know what I used to do when I used to play
Unhealthy.
baseball? Because my dad would never buy us Gatorade, so I would steal my teammates' Gatorades, and they got so annoyed.
That's why I drink Gatorade today.
I gave the entire team mono.
Because my dad was a cheap fuck who never bought us Gatorades.
Yeah.
Never bought. No.
You're drinking water.
Water fountain.
Water fountain.
Oh,
Yeah, no, not even like a Poland Spring.
Nah.
Yeah, just go drink from the water fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough.
So I would steal like these kids' Gatorade, and they would always have like the best Gatorade too. They wouldn't have the fruit punch. They would
They
have
have,
like
the new one.
Oh,
yeah, like the
watermelon kiwi,
right,
yeah,
those, like fierce.
strawberry
Yeah.
lemonade, yeah, grape
And
fierce.
like the way the kids are with
Cool.
Prime.
yeah,
yeah, Prime sucks though.
Prime's not that bad because they were all like rich kids. They all lived like around here on the South Shore of Staten Island, so they would have the best Gatorade. So I would just steal their
A
shit.
lot of Cool Blue,
Cool Blue. That's a good one.
great Gatorade.
Kill-
I
Kill-
never.
yeah.
I never really fucked with anything other than the orange. I gotta be honest. With you. I now since I have now,
yeah,
orange is still my favorite.
Out of the original three, orange. It goes orange, lemon, lime. I don't like fruit punch. Okay, I don't care for that one. Not gonna get me on that one. Yeah, no. Out of the original three, I like orange, Then I don't really like the lemon lime, but I'll have
I don't mind it.
It's classic.
Yeah, that's the flavor that the Afghanis really liked in Boyhood.
They used to drink lemon lime Gatorade.
Yeah,
we'll be bump and jump around.
Yeah, everyone knew the 861 when it was coming by. Yeah, why were you in Afghanistan for so long? Simple oil. That wasn't just an opinion that was being that being given in 2008 when that movie was filmed.
I would steal these kids' Gatorades when they would go up to the plate, like a sneaky little shit. And then they would get on base, and they would be on base if they scored. They would want their tasty beverage, but it was nowhere to be found.
Did he get yelled at?
Yeah, one kid's mother yelled at me.
Yeah.
He's in the dugout drinking all my son's Gatorade.
She chewed me out.
Also, you would get yelled at because you would sometimes drink from the cat, like put your lips on it.
I would accidentally put my lips on it
How do you accident?
because I would.
You're trying to be quick.
Lift,
Yeah.
and it
You're
would
such
just
a
touch
thief.
Because
my bottom tooth.
you're a fucking weasel, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking the great thief.
Wow, what a rat.
It was such a scumbag move.
I mean, you're trying to hunch over, hide it.
I also would blame the only Puerto Rican kid on the team.
Oh, Felix.
Yeah, I would blame him.
What a
because he was
monster.
also poor.
Well, he didn't have. He
never had
No,
He had nothing.
he brought Modelo.
Like this, and he couldn't drink from the water fountain either. You know the rules.
This was the 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s. So
It was a different time
Yeah.
in Staten Island, New York. Yeah, because one teammate came up to me. He was like, hey man, did you just drink my Gatorade? And I was like, dude, you think I would drink your Gatorade? It was clearly Felix. Come on, look at him. He's fucking poor. He's just playing with a stick.
He's hitting with a stick.
Kid was fucking fantastic. Everyone thought he was 15. We were 12 years old.
he was like A-Rod. Yeah,
Yeah, the kid
he was
great.
a great player.
But yeah,
Of course he was.
Yeah, he didn't work out for him.
didn't work out for him.
No?
Nah.
That was in the army.
Neither
Yeah.
it didn't work out for my friend. We had brothers. We had two sets of brothers. One were the Hancocks, and the other ones were the Fernandezes. And the Fernandez, they're both named Eduardo.
Really?
They were
This
both
is Florida.
Eduardo.
This is Florida, right?
I'm sorry, Alvarez was their name.
Yeah.
They were both Eduardo Alvarez,
Wow.
and they were just fucking studs, dude.
Eddie and Eduardo Alvarez.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
It
so
was
weird.
hilarious. The older brother was much uglier, not as good.
Well, I can relate to that.
Then the younger one, stud.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is Florida?
This is Florida.
Yeah, that's real stuff.
That's real
Yeah.
stuff.
See, in New York, for the most part, it's all kids who don't grow after 13.
right.
Yeah, and not only Staten Island, New York, but Brooklyn, the same thing.
Uh-huh.
There's very few. I mean, kids get drafted here, but in Florida, it's a pipeline.
Pipeline.
Yeah.
That was Dade County too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was in Seminole County,
Okay. Yeah. Still.
a little up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the country is just bigger. Even when we used to go play in New Jersey, for some reason,
yeah, if you go,
the kids were huge.
You get closer, upstate, kids from Pennsylvania. Yeah, we played against a team from Las Vegas once. And we were very young. We were 11. These kids were gigantic, and they were in Las Vegas.
They kicked the shit out of us.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is a small region.
yeah.
It's very
Region
little.
of small people.
I remember
stocky
small and
people.
angry.
Stocky people.
Well,
Well,
you see-
that's why everyone's angry. I
Yeah.
remember I went upstate to college, and I remember walking on the campus.
Oh, everyone was huge.
Everyone was so much bigger than I was.
so little.
I was.
And you guys aren't even small for
I'm
here.
not even small.
No. And then when I was out there, everyone was just huge.
I remember just looking up to people. I was like, "Where is boxing class?" It's a boxing college.
Yeah, that's true.
like the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to become a phys ed teacher.
Trying to be a gym
Oh,
teacher.
I thought you were you wanted to be an elf.
Yeah, but I also did that dumb Italian elf.
Possible.
Yes, I went all the way to college to become an elf.
I went to elf school.
My dream is to work for the UPS.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage was my professor with Warwick Davis.
Yeah, I want to be a.
He was.
I want to be a boxer, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you take racquetball also?
Racquetball.
Every Italian has a boxing phase.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, no, not here.
Every single one.
Not
You,
me.
you never had one?
Absolutely not.
I got into boxing for a little
No.
bit, but then I saw the price of a boxing gym. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck that!"
Now it's jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Everyone takes mixed martial arts. It's grown up. It's grown up karate. Oh, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, jujitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gotta stop calling it that.
They got to move off that.
Yeah.
It's where he strangles your wallet.
Yeah.
What?
And,
What's the other one? Muay Thai.
Oh, I was. Oh,
What's the
no.
other one?
Fucking
Palestine.
Palace Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. Was
Yeah.
it Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Which one's that? The Japanese?
no, I think it's Brazilian or something.
You
Let's
talk
see.
to-
What's Muay Thai?
You talk to any guy at a bar right now on this great
They're
island.
all into one of those
Yeah.
things.
They'll be like, yeah, bro.
Let me bend you here.
Let me bend you for a second.
little bit.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Muay Thai. And
Yeah,
it's
Muay
just
Thai.
it's just for discipline.
Yeah,
it's just for. And how old are you?
Muay Thai is from Thailand.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes
Fuck,
sense.
I should have known that.
It's
I watched
like-
the third season
And
of White Lotus.
And you'll be like, how old are you? And he'll be like, I'm 43 years old.
43.
Should have
Yeah,
learned
all
discipline by
all
now.
that shit is just yoga for men.
That's all it is.
It is.
It's Pilates and
It's a
yoga.
lot of the same rules.
Yeah.
Keep yourself loose,
Yeah.
mobility,
it's,
stretches.
It's the same thing. Like they think they're gonna like compete. No, it's not gonna happen.
no. What are you going to be, 35, just punching a little Asian guy who's been doing this?
I mean, you can just do that without the Muay Thai.
Right, Mark Wahlberg did it without a single lesson.
And he wasn't 35 just yet.
No,
He was 18,
he was 18.
and he did
right.
it. He did it in Boston.
And he did it in ball, where
I
it's
also,
allowed.
I also do jiu-jitsu. I want to be on Joe Rogan the worst way.
Oh, he's never done Rogan.
Never done Joe Rogan.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like a guy that would do Joe Rogan.
I don't think Joe Rogan likes him.
Really?
I think he's been brought
It's
up
two alphas.
on the show, and Joe Rogan's like, yeah, that guy's a clown.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they had like a thing.
I don't know.
They could have had a
Well,
thing.
you know what it is? I think Joe Rogan is an actual mixed martial artist. Like he's a guy, and like Mark Wahlberg is like a fake tough guy. I could see them, and they're both from Boston, right? So I could see them not really like meshing too well.
Yeah. Plus, Mark Wahlberg hates things that are mixed. He's so racist.
Yeah,
So racist,
I
man.
could see them button heads, I guess.
I could see that.
And they had a heyday in LA at around the same time.
Yeah.
Button heads,
Yeah.
and then they'll do the podcast.
Maybe Joe Rogan just keeps insisting that they work out before the podcast.
Yeah.
Perhaps. But Wahlberg loves to work out,
And he loves getting down
Yeah.
to his underwears.
and he loves getting down to his knees.
Him and Rogan would be wearing Calvin Klein's, taking a cold plunge together.
Yeah, they're both like similar because now Rogan's like a big Christian nut.
Is he
Is he?
really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Christianity's back in the news.
It's making a
lately,
comeback.
huh?
Making a
New
comeback.
Pope, American Pope.
Yeah.
And all these Americans
Pump it up.
are all in on it. Did you see the Jordan Peterson thing?
No.
No.
You ever see the Jubilee, like the 1 versus 20 thing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I watch
So
that
he
all the
did
time.
one as like one Christian versus 20 atheists.
He dominated.
No,
No.
they
Does
beat
he
his
lose?
ass.
Really? Good for them.
Because you know what, when you talk for too long and you have that voice and you get emotional over everything,
Yeah.
and he tries to overcomplicate shit. Like the one guy was like, "Do you believe in God?" And he goes, "Well, what do you mean believe?" And he goes, You know exactly what the fuck I mean believe. You're supposed to be the Christian.
I feel him. I feel God.
God is everywhere, and you can't define God.
Oh.
God defines you. And it's absolutely imperative that you read the Bible.
Jordan Peterson probably wanted to be one of the guys running to the chairs. Like, he didn't want to be the guy even debating. He was like,
I'll debate anyone.
It looks like a lot of fun to just
I want to frolic over to the chair
When they
and
run,
debate.
I swear, I think I said this on the podcast last week, but they should make the floor slippery.
yeah, they should make it
Yeah,
slippery.
that would be
So
so
fun.
fun.
When they
That'd
run
be
the chair, I just
best.
want to see one of them just fucking.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
make it
just
slippery.
oil it up.
header.
Yeah. Put them
I
in knee
want to
pads.
find a way onto the show and just put oil in my pockets.
Oh,
and just,
hell yeah.
I wouldn't even run to the chair.
Absolutely not.
There is not a thing that would be said that
Yeah.
would make me get up and run
Right.
to a
I don't
chair.
Well,
Yeah.
they come up
I
with
run
like
for
3 or 4 prompts, and that's supposed to like set you seething.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I didn't even get through the first one, but the first one was something like atheists don't know what they mean when they say they don't believe in God.
Oh, God.
Like, they do. It's
Yeah, they don't believe in it.
they don't know what they're rejecting.
They don't believe in it. They're going to hell.
They're going to hell. Well, there's mad atheists came up and they're like, well, maybe I don't need the threat or incentive of God to be a good person. And he goes, you do!
That's a good argument. I mean, not on Jordan Peterson's end.
He's crazy.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
Imagine hanging out
Yeah.
with him. Ugh.
Well, I kind of liked him a couple years ago, and then like he just spoke too much and got asked for too many things.
He's this pussy Canadian guy. He's telling everyone how to be a
he's
man.
a psychiatrist.
To be a man, you do jiu-jitsu and try to talk about Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I don't need this fucking cold psychiatrist telling me how to be a man.
Yeah.
You have to raise your children.
And Andrew Tate
With an
fucked
iron
his
fist.
daughter.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. They
Ragdolled
fucked
her.
hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
Is there a tape?
No, it's not tape.
If Andrew Tate had anything to do with it, there should be
There
a tape.
should be a
There
tape.
is a tape, I'm sure.
Yeah, put
right.
that out
But,
there.
like, yeah, she, like, flew there to have, like, a business meeting.
Yeah.
And then they're, like,
anybody-
taking, like, weird pictures and shit.
Andrew Tate's about business.
Michaela was very respectful to my cook.
Yeah.
Also, I'm changing my accent in the middle of my sentence.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he ragdolled her.
That's a
Isn't
big thing that's happening right now.
Jordan Peterson's daughter, isn't she like a meat nut or something
She's
like that?
a meat nut, and she's married to a man also named Jordan.
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah.
Weird.
Michael. Funny. Yeah.
That's
was
good
funny.
stuff. Good
It
job.
was funny.
Yeah.
Good job.
I didn't know that. So, what, she only eat meat, right? She's a cannibal.
Yeah, apparently she had like
Oh, it must be nice being a cannibal Christian.
Cannibal Christian sounds like a great band.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cannibal Christian. Oh, that would be a great
Yeah.
band. Oh, Cannibal Christian.
Yeah. Oh, tonight.
Tell me all your thoughts on God.
If
there was a God, I would eat him. Cannibal Christian on Buzz.
Yeah.
On Buzz Ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't know the lead singer from Cannibal Christian, Lee Swiler? Some random guy. Lee Swiler.
He's on.
The bassist barbecue.
He's
Nun.
very well thought out, but says nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, God. Yeah.
He's like,
Like people ask me if I go to church and if I believe in God. So I do that as often as I could. He's very well thought out, but says nothing.
for
The
me,
singer comes on and goes, "Eat the rich
Yeah.
and the poor."
Eat everyone.
for me, religion is something much more. It's more like grass. It's more like wind.
Yeah. You ever have a drink
More like trees.
and at
It's
the,
always existed and always will.
at the end of a drink with ice when it melts? That's for me. That's religion.
It's more like fire. Lee, are you just saying this because we're in a park right now? Absolutely not. I like those those goth singers, name a few of these bands, the ones,
No.
I'm sure I like what, more emotional.
like
don't listen
mid
to that kind of
'90s
music.
Marilyn Manson type bands.
oh, like new metal,
yeah.
Slipknot and all that shit.
So all that, like now, all these
Yeah.
these modern versions of that, the lead singer is like always singing that, take me to the fucking door.
yeah.
But when they talk to them in an interview, they're like the most polite people.
Yeah, I know.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
They're like nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're excited.
Uh-huh.
Like they'll
One of them, the singer is like he's like an influencer.
Oh, you're like
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's Ronnie Radke is his name, which is what a shitty name if you're gonna be a metal singer. But
Brad Radke, pitcher for the Twins.
he's got
Play a
his
skid.
arms are so tattooed they're just black.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, and he like raps.
Isn't
now,
that
too.
black arm? You can't do that.
Black arm?
Yeah. If your arms are like that, isn't that technically wrong?
Why?
Because it's like you just made your skin black.
Oh,
No.
I didn't
getting me on this.
I didn't know that gay fucking rule. So
I,
now I can't do black elbow.
probably. I don't think
You don't
that's
have
I don't think
tattoos.
that's right.
Zero
You have no tattoos. Yeah. What if you did it to your face and it's like blackface?
No, it's a tattoo. It's representation of
it's
what's going
all
on the
black,
inside.
if it's all black,
art.
it's technically
It's art.
blackface.
I don't know. I got a coworker with bad tattoos.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
got Dragon Ball Z up and down both of his arms.
Oh, okay.
This guy's
terrible.
like 32.
Okay. Yeah.
I had
I'm like, you chose that forever?
I had a coworker with bad tattoo. He was a Holocaust survivor.
It's a good tattoo.
I'm gonna have a beer.
Get me one.
I'm gonna have
get
a
me
beer.
one. Yeah, come on.
After that, Joe,
get
I'm gonna
around.
have a fucking
get
beer.
around.
You want a beer?
Get me a
Get
beer.
around.
I'm done
Yeah.
with this Diet Coke shit.
Yeah. Put it away. Fuck that Diet Coke shit. Yeah, come on.
Give me a goddamn beer.
What's in there?
Land shark?
You got
You got land sharks?
a land. Yeah, have a land. Oh, it's
Ooh.
canned though. It's in a can.
I don't care.
It's just a warning. I'll start with a land. You know what? Give me a PBR. Drink a PBR like a man.
I'm gonna have this Jones Beach.
Oh wow, Jones
that's
Beach.
nice, too.
Go ahead, rate it.
I'm a big fan of the Land Sharks.
Wait a
Jones Beach.
Jones Beach. Yep. Might as well. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, you guys are doing it without me again?
Get on, Mike.
I don't rate the beers. I just enjoy it.
This is Jones Beach Brewing Company Pencil Pilsner. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Out of Long Island, New York?
Long Island, New York.
It better be if it's
So
Jones.
after I'm done with this, I'm going to be Jewish.
So you're all caught up on the White Lotus?
I finished it.
You finished
I finished it a long time ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been,
We never talked about it.
I think I talked about it on the show. Did I?
I think you're still in the middle of it.
Maybe. Yeah. And then the following week we forgot. I've probably. Yeah, I finished everything. I'm on to a new show. I'm trying to find a new show.
Trying to find a new show. Me too.
Very hard.
Right now, my new show's been Financial Audit. This,
Is that a show or what you call it?
yeah.
Is that happening with your personal life or this show?
No, I'm doing
all
great.
right, make sure. Okay.
That's not true.
Because I never heard of. I just never heard of that show.
Is the IRS coming here?
Yeah.
Should I hide?
This is like this fat, meek, fucking shitty little man. He'll read your credit card debt on the show and just yell at you about it.
And
he's getting these people that are like $400,000 in debt.
Is it reality television?
There's real people.
Oh God.
You can apply to the show.
Oh.
Then he reads like what you spend on and like what your debt is.
Oh, God, he would hate us.
Finds out about you.
Oh, God.
He screams at you.
Damn.
And then he tries to come up with a plan. to,
$27 in purchases from the 7-Eleven every single night.
He'd be pissed.
Yeah. How much
He'd
beer?
go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
His voice gets up there.
Yeah.
What is he, British?
No, he's like a guy from Texas.
Oh, I smacked him in his
Jesus.
mouth. Fuck him. No.
Oh yeah, I'm
hate
surprised
us.
nobody assaults him. He definitely has security in the room.
Fuck out of here. No one's gonna tell me I spend my
He
money.
had some girl from Long Island on,
Oh, really?
and he's like, "So what are you gonna do?" So her mom took on her debt.
Right. Well, that's nice of her.
That's very nice of her.
Yeah.
And he goes, but then you made more debt. You made more debt, and then if you die, it'll go to your mother. Are you okay with giving that to a 65-year-old woman?
Damn.
And she went, well, I'm the baby. I get what I want.
Whoa! Don't
And he
tell
just
him.
for
No,
like 3
no.
minutes went, you're a bad person.
Oh my God!
Where's this on?
You're disgusting.
Where's this on?
YouTube.
Oh,
You watch all. of them.
YT.
Aunt Kim did one.
really?
Did he
Yeah.
really? Wow. Ooh. Ooh. How did that go?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
what do you
I
open the
refuse
show?
to watch it.
Relax, he's one of the 250.
Is he one of 250? There's only like 250 of us killer assassins. It's only at 200. Is he?
He's one of the
So
250.
he did the. You didn't watch that one?
I refuse.
Yeah.
I don't want to see two mouth breathers
Oh man!
talking about money.
Probably yelled at him about living in the van for all those years.
You lived in a van.
Yeah, now you're financially irresponsible. Why'd you live in a van? You spent $800 on gasoline. Asshole.
How's that land shark in a can?
Fucking
Yeah,
stellar.
Good? I don't really like it in a
Stellar.
can.
No, I usually like
Yeah, I
everything
mean,
in a can.
it'll never be as good as the bottle, but
Get out of here.
She likes everything in the can.
Get out of here. I like a
You
clean.
got
can't say
nailed.
that. You
What?
can't say that without being hit. The sniper.
I usually don't like it in a can. Say it
I'm
again.
saying, we did it 3 times.
All right.
Now it's not as funny.
Yeah, I like it
Where
in
do
a
you
clear
like your
bottle. Do something with that, tough guy. And a PBR in a can. Huh? You're like Clint. One of the best drinking scenes ever.
Quint. Clint?
Clint.
Eastwood.
I thought we were talking Jaws.
No, not yet. We'll get to Jaws
damn
because it
it.
is the summer.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, Clint does in Gran Torino.
And Gran Torino is just pounding.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
There's Robert Shaw. It's great.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Take him, Pelham, 1, 2, 3. He's fucking
Yeah.
great in that movie. When Clint is on his porch with his dog, just pounding a case of PBR.
Oh man!
He's
No,
just
another
watching those Koreans ruin the neighborhood.
Knows another good PBR drinking movie. Everything Must Go
with Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Biggie's
son.
Biggie's son.
Yeah, Biggie's son's in that.
He's in that little
yeah.
fat.
He did nothing
black
after that.
Biggie
Yeah,
son.
That kid tried to become an actor. Haven't heard from him ever since that movie.
He was good in that movie.
And he was pretty good. Good actor.
And Will Ferrell was gonna too, and he's drinking PBR all fucking
The whole
day.
movie. He's an alcoholic.
Everything Must Go?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like Everything Must Go.
And he's an alcoholic, and he's drinking PBR.
Sitting on his lawn.
It's an alcoholic's beer. Give me
It
another
is.
one.
It is that and canned Budweisers. That's a true alcohol.
If you have an empty case of canned Budweisers that are empty,
Yeah.
then you're an alcoholic.
in your, what, like in your car,
In the back of your car.
yeah. I have an empty case of a Coors Light.
That's mine. That's all right. I'll take it from you.
You gotta get rid of that. People think
all
I'm an
right.
alcoholic.
It's
or
all right. You have a
something.
pizza box back there,
I
too.
think that's sloppy.
Yeah.
Wind up with the keys up my ass.
I told you he likes everything in the can.
Wow.
That's what you meant.
You're going to say that in front of Robert Shaw?
No,
Come on.
shit.
I got to put him away.
He
for
looked
that.
disappointed.
Imagine if he started choking Robert Shaw like he did the bear. I would never.
No, it's pretty funny at the end of Jaws. His death scene is gruesome.
It's the funniest scene.
Crazy.
I don't give a
how-
fuck how that is so for all the shit that he talked, and then watch him get eaten by a shark. It's hilarious.
That's the funniest scene.
It's so funny, and he's just like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Why not the Jew?
Yeah, why not him? He gets eaten by a shark. In the beginning of the movie,
Well,
he's
one
talking like-
coward is just hiding at the bottom of the ocean
yeah.
for like 30 minutes.
He talked all that shit
all
in the
that
beginning
shit.
of the movie. He's like, I'll catch this bird for you, no problem. Bring back all your businesses.
I want the whole damn fish.
Yeah, and then he wants nobody with him because there's too many chefs in one kitchen on this
Yeah,
island.
makes a lot of sense.
All this nonsense.
Honestly, I feel like if the other two don't show up,
He survives.
Quinn wins.
if he does it by himself,
gets the shark.
He gets it by
probably.
himself.
I wouldn't
He
doubt it.
survives.
I wouldn't.
Because I think the shark smelled 3 people. He, with him out there, probably nah.
No, he had to make up for 2 non-seamen.
Exactly.
And when you're
So do
when
I
you're a
usually.
captain,
You're a man of the sea.
when you're a man of the sea, a seaman,
yeah,
Yeah.
see, man.
when you're
So
when you're a heroic seaman,
Yeah.
let's say if we had to take down a shark right now, you would die. You would be eaten by the
You'd be
shark.
I would die.
Yeah.
But I also just don't know how to catch a shark.
And you would be a coward.
Probably. Yes. I'm no seaman.
You'd somehow get to the highest point on the boat.
Yeah, I would run.
Yeah, you'd hiss at it.
Yeah, but you would like that, wouldn't you? Probably get your name in the National Geographic. I'm not going to talk to this guy who's going to be a hot lunch.
The mayor's unreasonable. He's like,
Only a couple of weeks.
Bodies all over the shoreline.
most absurd mayor.
Only for 1 week. Only for 1 week.
We
Like,
can't afford it.
Everyone's getting eaten. But your whole fucking village is getting eaten by a shark. What is that, Cape Cod?
I think so.
Yeah, it's Cape Cod, right?
Somewhere in New England, right?
Yeah. New England, yeah.
Great summer movie.
Oh, I watch it every
yeah.
4th of July. No, it's not true.
I
Mostly,
watch it every summer.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
summers.
It's a great way
Yeah.
to open that, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is another great way to open your summer. When fucking Pitt is just cruising around Sunset Boulevard,
Yeah.
picking up 16-year-old girls
With dirty
with
feet.
Neil Diamond playing with dirty feet. How are those pickles?
They were really good. They were the fancy kind.
Well, hello, hot stuff.
What was her name?
What was
Pussy,
it?
right?
No.
Her name was Pussy.
I think her name
Was
was
it?
Pussycat or something.
Yeah, we
Which-
love our pussy.
Wasn't, they're all based on the real Manson girls.
Yeah.
Was she Pussycat? I'll have to look that up.
Margaret Qualley was her name in real life. She's a big actress now, right? It's great. That's a great scene. When he goes to Spawn
Pussy-
Ranch.
She is Pussycat. You're right.
You go up and down Sunset Boulevard hitchhiking to get to Spawn Ranch. Are you one of those old cowboy actors? No. Stuntman. Yeah, fucking. That's a great movie. Oh, this one. I think that's one of. That's like the best movie that's come out in the last 20 years.
Oh.
I fucking love that
one of my
movie.
favorites. I can get on board with that. Yeah, definitely.
Love that movie.
I like Death Proof also. You ever see Death Proof?
Oh,
It's not on the list. Yeah, I just
I
saw
beg of both of you not to do this to me again.
it. Yeah, I just saw it. It's not like
we just watched it.
I just watched it
Oh.
the first time
Oh,
like
good. Go
a
ahead.
month ago. I highly recommend it.
Oh, good.
It's a great
Great.
Quentin Tarantino movie.
It's Tarantino. Remember
Is it?
Grindhouse? That 3 hour
happens again.
But you know the movie. Like it's the,
no, I
never
don't live in your head. I don't look through your eyes and see every fucking movie where you watch 15 of them a fucking day.
But Grindhouse was one of Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's. That was like their collaborative project.
I
And they
don't
did this in the 2000s after Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, what was I fucking 12?
Yeah.
Come on.
Not even.
Well, Death Proof.
Probably watch dirty stuff at 12. Not the porno.
No.
You watched a lot of porno.
I watched South Park. South Park.
Yeah.
Oh, I love South Park.
I was watching people's different renditions of the Aristocrats last night. I was having a good time.
Ooh.
Bob Saget's sucks.
Yeah, he's a faggot.
The best one was Gilbert Gottfried's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the best
South Park's
rendition.
is okay.
South Park.
Oh,
did it?
doesn't only Matt Stone tell it, right? Or they
Cartman
both do
tells
it.
it.
Oh, Cartman does it. Okay. I didn't know
Cartman
that.
does the Aristocrats and none of them laugh.
That's from the movie. It's from the Aristocrats movie.
Yeah.
I think.
I
Right?
think so.
They made a movie
Yeah,
about
they
the
made a movie.
documentary, right? And
Oh.
Gilbert Godfrey, everyone's like, his was the best.
Everyone says
Because he's so filthy.
because he's so dirty.
But what Saget's was the weakest?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And then I wanted to write one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
in that movie,
Okay.
that's
Is that a thing that you can do? Can everyone just have an Aristocrats?
I mean-
yeah, it's a recurring joke. Yeah,
You can
as
have
long
one.
as you end it with.
We're
do
the
you call?
Aristocrats.
What do you call yourselves? The Aristocrats.
Yeah.
So, as long as you
Alright.
end it with that. That's the movie where Sarah Silverman said that she
N-word?
did a rendition
Okay.
of that. And in the movie, she says who raped her. I'm trying to.
Oh, wait.
Remember this?
No.
And people took it dead seriously.
No.
Yeah, people keep doing that with
Hey.
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
Controversies. She has a lot of controversies.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Who raped? Someone raped her?
Yeah, she says it. She says it in the movie. You guys keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, you
but
look
this is
for it.
I'm waiting though.
I'm surprised you never wrote an Aristocrats.
I'm not gonna write that shit.
Why? That's up your alley.
No, absolutely not. It's someone else's joke.
It's a fun little exercise.
I take it- I
You
take
never
it-
have to put it out.
I take it that seriously. I'm like, nah,
fun
dude,
bit.
it's someone else's joke. No, I don't steal people's material.
All
But
right.
it's public domain. Anyone can use it. What if Joe Rogan calls me out?
Joe Rogan calls, yeah. He's got some accusations.
He stole from like Brendan Schwab or something.
Yeah,
like
that was the one.
Yeah,
It was Joe Franklin and
Joe Franklin, the
radio guy.
yeah.
The original?
No,
No.
In the movie, Sarah Silverman like tells the whole Aristocrats joke and says that when Joe Franklin raped me when I was 12. And
People took that seriously.
People took that seriously, and Joe Franklin called her a very dangerous person. Sarah Silverman's a very dangerous person.
He was still alive.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is he still alive?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah. There's the Aristocrats.
The Bavarian cream pie.
That's
joke.
a good
That's
joke.
another one. What's the other one? There's a few of
I
them.
don't know the Bavarian thing.
You don't know the Bavarian cream pie joke?
I don't know the Bavarian cream pie joke.
Yeah, they actually that's referenced on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, let's see. There's a third one. I can't remember. It's like a very famous joke. Anyone can tell it. Go ahead, tell it.
The bear and the
And the rabbit.
rabbit's a very
Yeah.
famous joke. It's not that good though. It's not funny at all. I love street jokes. It's my favorite thing.
I have to have a few beers before you start telling street jokes. I don't want to prompt you to start.
no,
telling
no, no,
street
no.
jokes.
I wasn't getting into that. What you thought? I was going to just start breaking into street jokes like I'm an old fucking man.
You do that though.
I do that
Yeah.
like, you know.
And I enjoy it.
Not
That's
right
fun.
now.
I like your
I
street
do
jokes,
like the
but
I
street
get
jokes.
the rhythm going.
Yeah, he gets all pumped up.
You got to start going. Did you ever hear
What's
this one?
the character? Yeah.
You ever hear this? Did you
Yeah.
ever hear this? If you did, don't say anything. Come on. And in the middle of the joke, you're going to be like, come on, you heard it. You heard it. Come on. And you'll be like, no, I never heard that joke. I never heard about
No,
it.
everybody just steals jokes now, and they like try and someone will tell you like a 50-something-year-old street joke, and they'll look you in the eye and you'll be like, I know that one. They'll be like, how could you know that one? I made it up.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You read it online.
Everyone knows these jokes were written by Milton Berle.
Yes, Milton.
Milty Berle.
That's right.
In that movie Saturday Night, J.K. Simmons plays him.
Yeah.
And they just write this in. He just takes out his dick and just shows it to
So he was known to have a
Chevy
large penis.
Chase, I think, in the movie. He just takes it out. He's like, "What do you think of that?"
What do you think of that?
Yeah, this says right here that I'm going on before you. That's the lie. I'm like, this. He never did.
That's old school show business.
They
Old
asked.
school Hollywood.
They asked him about his dick in an interview. They're like, "Well, I have to ask you this because there's a rumor out there. I don't know how to answer. I don't know how to ask it." And he's just like, "Is it about my endowment?" I forget what he says. He has like a funny line for it, but he was like a notorious asshole.
That's
Plus,
everyone
he's
said.
so ugly. Such an ugly guy.
He's Milton
But
Berle.
he's had a huge dick.
That's what everyone said.
I think he's supposedly had the biggest in
Ever?
Hollywood. Yeah, ever. I mean, in
Ever
general,
recorded.
possibly ever of all. Yeah, that's
Wow.
a possibility. Yeah, in Hollywood, they say he's
It probably does
Number
give you
one.
quite a bit of confidence.
Sure.
Yeah, of course
To
it
have
does.
a shockingly huge dick.
To have that kind of size.
Yeah.
Come
To
on.
where you can pull it out anywhere. Nobody arrests you. People just go,
Startling.
They think it's your little buddy. It's so big, people think it's like a little friend.
well, look at that. I gave Lucille Ball a black eye
Yeah.
with this.
DiMaggio supposedly had a huge
He had a huge hog.
hog. Yeah.
Pete
Ah.
Davidson.
Pete Rose was talking about Joe DiMaggio's huge hog because they were in the same platoon for World War II, I think.
Ooh.
Korea.
Korea. They
Korea
called for in
War, okay.
Korea.
And
And Pete Rose was in the military. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
yeah, and they would
What he did?
Desert Rose.
DiMaggio would shower,
Yeah.
and Pete
What-
Rose would like take a peek. He'd be like, he was quite the man.
I like what
The athletes are
Let me-
so they don't care.
They're so
They
masculine.
don't care.
Yeah. What did Pete Rose bet on the Koreans to win?
He bet on the size of DiMaggio's dick. Petey Rose. Oh, I love Pete Rose. Good guy.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. He's like the new Milton Berle. He's got
Pete
big
Davidson.
teeth. He's got a big penis. He's not that funny.
No.
I saw that trailer for that movie he's doing, that horror movie.
What's that?
It just came out like yesterday.
It's called Home.
It's called Home. From
Oh,
So it's about Staten Island.
of course.
I think it takes place on Staten
It's hard to take seriously at all.
It doesn't look
like
that
you
bad.
said, it doesn't look bad.
doesn't look
and
bad.
I watched the trailer. I was like, this looks horrible. I'm like, it's Pete Davidson playing like a
Pete Davidson.
janitor. It's weird because he's not.
I just played all the jobs I probably should have had, but for some reason comedy worked out.
Yeah, you could tell that he's trying to play somewhat of a reserved version of himself, but when you're watching it, it does look like a Saturday Night Live sketch. It looks like that Chad. What's it called? Chad or something like that.
The lighting is a little too
Yeah.
bright.
Oh no, it's so ridiculous. It's like it looks like a digital short. Like, what if we put Pete in a horror movie? And that's what he's doing. At the end of the trailer, I don't know why they spoil this, but I guess they do that Clockwork Orange thing where they do like a
they try
lobotomy or whatever.
injecting him with needle in his eye.
Like, it just looks horrible.
yeah.
I mean, good for him.
No,
for
I think it looks good,
Stepping
actually.
out of his comfort zone.
Good for him. He wants
No, it's
to
not.
be a little bit of an actor.
He's a horror movie guy.
Well, he did that Bodies, right?
He did that
But he
one.
doesn't star in it, does it?
I think he dies pretty early.
They kill him off like almost immediately.
Yeah.
Well, he can relate to that.
What, an early death in his life?
Yeah. I wonder who we thought of when that happened.
Yesterday I was showing Jake and Louie the ferry that they bought.
I
We
never even
passed it.
seen it. Yeah.
You never saw the
Nah.
No, it's got lights on in there. So
Is
like,
it-
there is, I guess there's stuff happening there. But I tried to take a peek, and I was on the other side of it too. I was in a boat, and I was trying to like see if there's anything going on. There's a big crane there with nothing happening.
Huh?
Yeah.
Was the big crane Pete Davidson?
It's Scarlett Johansson's wallet flying away.
It goes to Manhattan, obviously, right? So is it free? Like
It's in Staten Island.
Yeah, but is it free? Can we go on there for free?
No,
I don't think
You got
so.
it's
paid
not
to-
operating
It's
yet.
not even
Oh, it's not
operating.
even operating.
No,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
docked,
Oh, okay. all
which
right.
it costs like a ton of money to.
Really?
Yeah, like they got into. They don't make that kind of money.
I know.
You need
I
like
know. I read
like a
the-
close to like a billionaire to like
Yeah.
make.
They probably have an investor though.
I
They
they
have a lot
better
of-
get one.
They have a lot of
'Cause
connections.
I did read that like they were like getting into like fights and shit. Over
Yeah,
it.
I heard they had like a huge falling out.
Yeah,
and then
because of that.
Because of that boat. Wow, that's sad.
I want to know whose side is on. Like who's on what side of it. Who's pro boat?
I'm sure more people sided with Colin Jost.
I think Colin Jost said something to like the effect of like it's the biggest waste of money I've ever.
Damn.
Yeah, and he did a movie called Staten Island Summer.
That was a piece of shit.
Wow, that movie sucked.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's awful.
Took place in Great Kills, in
Yeah.
the back of the Little League.
Yeah, what a
Fucking
piece of
disgrace.
dump.
That movie sucked.
Was Pete in
Trash.
No,
No, he wasn't,
No
right?
one was in it. Like no one.
that? His
Like
brother was in it.
Like I think Casey Jost was in it for like. Him and Casey played cops,
yes.
and like they did like a.
Oh yeah, it was like a
terrible
summer like
impression of a cop.
high school movie.
Yeah, it was
so there
bad.
was nobody in it.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
It was about a kid that fell in love. Fucking hack shit.
Fucking
Ugh,
nonsense.
come on.
And this is who gets the stuff.
Like a Staten Island movie, you should be writing good stuff.
Yeah, and he gets to come inside
Right.
Scarlett Johansson.
And yeah, he gets to tap that
He
ass.
gets to tap that ass. Yeah. I mean, I'm on Pete Davidson's side.
Go Pete. Go Pete, man.
Go Pete, dude. Yes. Love him. Went to his house. Went to his house.
Been to his house. You haven't been to Colin Joe's house.
I've never been to Colin
Met
Jost.
his
I've met his family,
Beautiful people.
but I've been to Pete Davidson's house. And that's the closest I've been to show business ever since.
the
That
closest.
night, I was like, wow, I'm finally making it. And then that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was 7 years ago. I was
Yep.
driving to Pete Davis's house. I thought I was going to get hit by a car.
Now,
I really thought the Illuminati was after me.
Yeah, but that didn't happen. I was like, we're close to show business. There's a couple big wigs there. Don't
Yep.
want to say who they were because I don't want to be an obnoxious name dropper. But, yep, that was 7 years ago. And now I came and get booked at a comedy club as a host where I send them set of me hosting at their comedy club. Yep.
Ugh.
Sent them tape. They were like, hey, we want you to host. I said, perfect. Send me your most recent hosting set. I got just the thing for you. Here's a tape of me hosting from a show at your club. Never heard back from them.
Never heard back.
Never heard back. Yep. I should have just opened with, I've been to Pete Davidson's house 7 years ago.
You're better off. That's a
Yeah.
credit. That's all these people.
7
care
years
about.
ago, I was putting it all together.
Yep.
Now I'm drinking Jones Beach Brewing.
We were drinking this at Pete Davidson's.
Staring at a painting of Robert Shaw.
Yes. Thinking about where did it all go wrong?
Where did it all go wrong? Look at,
Tell us, Robert Shaw.
I'm looking at your George Carlin fucking painting. He's
Yeah.
like, so the fuck what? Don't look at me. Oh, George, give me an opportunity, George.
Yeah.
You're my God. You're my Jesus
Well,
George.
you're an Irish immigrant
Yes. Fuck this, I need a cigarette.
I think of the when I move, I'm gonna make a shrine,
Yeah.
Carlin shrine,
George Carlin?
and a Robert Shaw shrine,
Nice.
just right next to each other.
Carlin and Shaw.
George Carlin. I love George Carlin.
Two greatest actors.
Yeah.
He's one of my heroes. Hey, George, you're my hero.
I was watching that last night. I was watching clips.
Of what?
John Q.
Oh, yes.
Because we were talking about
Talk about it
last
in the
week
last
or so.
episode.
Yeah, I was like, I got to catch up on the Q.
On the queue.
Hey, yeah, Carlin. I was watching his special, his most recent special.
The AI one.
No. Oh,
From 2007.
yeah. It's not that bad up here. Have you ever heard that special?
Yeah, I won. Oh, I hated it.
No, I'm talking about his most recent. But he's alive.
What don't you get?
Oh, yeah, I understand. I didn't listen to that. No,
Yeah.
but that was Will Sasso.
It was Will Sasso.
That's so disappointing.
What an asshole.
Don't do that.
I love Will Sasso.
I like Will Sasso.
He's one of the funniest fucking guys
Very
ever.
funny. But he shouldn't have done that.
That was
Oh,
that was
fucked up.
Leave George Carlin alone.
Yeah.
It's one of his best bits. It's one of George Carlin's best bits. It's like, don't pull the plug on me. Leave my plug alone. I want to live.
yeah. A lot of people say that, like tough guys, like, oh, if I'm ever a vegetable, pull the plug on me.
Pull the plug on me.
Leave my plug alone.
So his best bits.
I love that.
My favorite George Carlin bit is what's it called? Some people are. So you ever notice how some people are stupid? They're not stupid. They're full of shit. We listen to some guy. They'll be like, "Oh, he's full of shit."
He seems fairly intelligent. He's full of shit. And then some people are just fucking nuts. Dan Quayle is all three. He's stupid, full of shit, and fucking nuts.
Oh, he's got killers.
That movie Saturday Night, some guy gets to play Carlin.
Oh yeah.
And he does it's like a weird performance.
I
But
saw the enough clips of that. He did a good job. That
he
guy.
was good, but it's just weird. It
I
seemed,
watched it. It was,
I don't know.
Do you remember that show?
he didn't make him any likable at
He
all,
was
which was
Car-
nice.
Carlin,
Yeah, I like that.
It seemed that it was because Carlin's like a villain to that show. He was never invited back. I think
he was invited back.
He invited
once.
back one time,
and he said he had a good time doing it, but they hated him.
they hated him, so they never had him after after 1982. And he was invited back, but not with Lauren Michaels. It was Dick Ebersol, I think, who was the producer.
Probably. I don't know. But like he admitted that he was like kind of wrong.
He was wrong. He said he was coked up the whole time and paranoid, and thought helicopters were going to fly into buildings in New York or something.
Yeah, he admitted that he was wrong. But he also was like, "Yeah, I'm not much of an actor."
Yeah,
it's
like it's live, and I have to do this, and I don't want to be any of their
Yeah.
sketches.
I wish he stayed on business. I wish he kind of went like, no, these are funny people.
Well, this was the 70s,
right, where they were funny.
They were funny.
were
Yeah,
funny.
it just wasn't
Have you
his type.
Have you
of
ever
thing.
tried watching those? It's not that funny.
It's really. I've never been a
really.
fan
I
of
want to know
Saturday Night Live.
if the show is ever good.
Honestly,
I think it's been a show of good moments. and-
everyone knows the old trope of if there's a particular period where you watch it, and that's when you think it's the best that it was on.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were in high school in the
Older than us
'90s,
go like the Will Ferrell era was
Yeah.
the best.
and I when I watched it in high school for a couple of years, so I enjoy that cast. But I could acknowledge though that the late '90s, the Will Ferrell, like Jimmy Fallon, Tim Meadows, they had some funny sketches at the time.
You know,
I don't know if they were that.
They've had a lot of funny people. Like I think,
Yeah.
like Bill Hader and
Mulaney wrote for them for the
Mulaney's
longest
been
time.
involved. Like Bill Hader's very fun. Jason Sudeikis, I like. Like I go by the people on the show, really.
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
go by the cast.
No, there's certain people that are the stars of their time,
Their era. Yeah.
and I don't know if there really is one now. I mean,
On the show now,
the show now it seems like the celebrity is the star.
Yeah,
and then it's
kinda how
Who's
it-
their biggest star?
right now,
Right now.
Bowen Yang,
maybe
Yeah, he's in a lot of
Keenan,
stuff.
would be
maybe.
him. He's been on the show too long.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's a huge star.
Like when Pete Davidson was on it, he was a huge. That's a star
Right, but they
on
didn't
their show.
use him a lot until he was already super famous.
That is true.
Yeah.
They didn't really
They
use
didn't
him.
use him much.
No,
They didn't really use him when he was famous. He was like
No.
missing for like
he was
4
going
months.
missing. He was off the show for like 3 months.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I can't. Oh, I don't mean to cut you off. I can't believe how big of a star he became.
Pete Davidson,
Like on that show.
he sacrificed his fucking dad for that.
That is true.
Yeah.
To
this-
the
this is what you
Illuminati.
wanted.
We all
is
know
true.
how that works.
Yeah.
Come
Your
on,
dad had died.
He looked the devil in the eye, and he's a better man for
yeah, he made a deal. No, of course I don't believe that. Shout out to his family.
it. Shout out to his family. I need a cigarette.
47 we're at. We can pause it.
47. Yeah. Jesus.
And we got the Knicks tonight, so we could do second half sports talk.
The
Oh,
Knox.
sports talk radio. What the kids say is cooking. I can't stand that.
I don't know what that even
I
is.
can't stand when these cooking.
Let him cook.
Let them cook. I'm like, oh, shut up. Yeah.
What are you making?
Short ribs.
Short
Oh.
ribs.
Oh,
Short
all right.
ribs. Have a rack of short ribs. Oh, I love my baby back ribs. I love my baby.
He wants to eat mini me.
Get in my belly.
That's so funny.
He sees mini me and mistakes mini me for food because he's so fat.
That's one of the funniest bits. Of all
I don't
time.
care. Okay, we were watching clips of Austin Powers 2 weeks ago, laughing our balls off.
Austin Powers is awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It's not. It's not on demand. I wanted to watch.
Ah.
Like if it's on Max or.
I always
Hulu.
really had a soft spot for. There's two kinds of people I can't stand: those that are ignorant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
That's Gold Member, right?
Yeah.
Gold
That
Members.
one gets shit on a little bit.
It's the weakest.
It's the
It was
weakest.
disappointing.
Yeah, but I don't care. It's still funny.
We saw that in theaters. We were pumped.
Oh, we were laughing.
We're like, we're gonna see Austin Powers. We're with all my boys.
Oh, like
and then we
11.
walked
Rolling
out.
deep.
Walked out. We were like, that movie wasn't as funny
It
as the
was
last one.
I went on the subway diet. Now my neck looks like a vagina.
In retrospect, it's really funny. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's a very
Gold
funny
Member.
movie.
Every time Paul Goldschmidt gets up, I just scream, "I love gold." I'm like,
I'm gonna start doing that to Patrick Golden.
You know what was the bit we loved as kids when he sings "Hard Knock Life"?
Yeah.
Oh, we went
yeah.
ate shit. Oh, it was like combining hip hop. Yeah, the hop hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were laughing our balls off. We loved that.
I did Anya Jones's Blitz thing. I judged. Do you guys ever do that?
I never did that.
No. Yes, the judges. It's
I
fun.
don't even know when it happens. It was on Wednesdays, right?
I don't know. I don't think it's every Wednesday.
Ah, okay. So I don't know when it
I
happens.
think it's kind of whenever she feels like doing it.
I love the judging.
Yeah, I went in there, fucking guns blazing.
Guns blazing.
I voted for no women. Patrick Golden went up. I said, Patrick, I think all these comics that you went against are very good, but your best writing is ahead of you. So I'm picking you. You have a ticket to Hollywood.
I think his best writing's ahead of him.
Yeah. I said that about another Patrick, and I was completely wrong. Said that years ago.
I stopped the show and I was like, guys, you know what this show is about? It's about you trying to convince me why this was a good substitute for bowling night. And what was his name? The ADLK guy?
I love audio.
He walked outside. He was like, that guy's a fucking asshole. He's acting like he's above the room.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, audio.
You pissed
I
off
went,
Audio?
Adiel, I would rather name you Adios.
Get out. No, I like audio. Okay.
Audio is
I
a
have no
good
problem
man.
with it. I heard he was very upset. He was
Yeah,
talking all
we
kinds
just
of
didn't-
shit.
He didn't realize.
Ah, damn.
Probably
What,
thought-
that I'm...
he thinks you're industry. He didn't realize.
I'm not
Well, you
taking
are
it that
industry.
seriously.
You are industry. You run the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting about that.
You're a productive member of the comedy community on Staten Island.
I try to only be productive when it's coming around.
The comedy community on Staten Island is sopa.
There's a lot of buzz.
This is
Who's going to be in there? When are the submissions going to be?
It's historic Comic Book Jones.
It all started with CBJ.
It all started there.
What's there now?
Bagel store.
I think so, right?
Swear to God.
Wait, can we do that? Can we?
I went to the bagel store there once, and it is set up like the old CBJ, just
Really?
with just stuff like, yeah, you know, when it was comic books, there's just bagels now on the shelves.
That's awesome. I would love to try and convince them.
Yeah, they have T-shirts.
Yeah, there's a guy screaming, "Buy bagels!"
Yeah, yeah,
I need the store to be open. Buy bagels.
yeah, yeah. There's a guy running around named Croco Jones.
Bagel Roll Jones.
Yeah.
Bagel Hole Jones.
Yeah. Yeah. I went there. Yeah, I got it. The bagels are terrible, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, the comic books.
Is Steven
a lot
Duca named
tastier.
Egg Bagel now?
Yeah, there's like a Duca guy running around. He's delivery,
Of course.
delivery man. Yeah,
That's right.
I'll do a show there.
I would love to do a version of Comic Jones.
bodega comedy.
Yeah, can we still call it CBJ?
Of course.
No, it was called Stand Up Comic Book Jones. The show.
Stand up
Yeah.
comic book Jones.
No, it was pretty
stand
funny.
up Bagel Book Jones.
The only thing he really got mad about, like years ago, was when we stopped because he stopped doing the show. Whatever, we have a good relationship.
We have a very good relationship.
And he was like, the only thing that really pissed me off was when you guys did the show at Pepper Jack's and you named the show Stand Up Pepper Jack's Jones.
That's really funny.
And he's like, I thought that was a dig, man. And I was like,
Not at all.
I can't tell you how I felt at the time, but I could tell you now it was not a dick.
It was like a paid tribute.
I mean, 3 years
I think
later,
it's very funny
yeah.
for you to name every show Stand Up.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, Jones.
I thought it was kind of funny.
It was funny,
Yeah.
and of all the things that were said about that man to his face,
We had a great time with him.
I've seen him,
Yeah.
what, a year
I
ago?
ran into
Had a
him
good
once and I
time.
gave him nothing
Really?
because I didn't quite recognize him at first. 'Cause
Oh,
he
you
lost all the weight.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was like, "Oh, this fucking guy," and I was like, I went, I treated him like an annoying fan.
He's a lot of fun. I ask him to do Ric Flair at Muscle Fest because he has the robe, and I don't think we did Muscle Fest that year. So, and then I've kind of forgot about it. I was like, I would, but because he would go all out. Like I would hide him. And
Sure.
yeah,
He
come out
would
to a
love that.
Yeah, I'm like I want you to hide. Don't let anyone see you because I want a big pop for you. You know, he would enjoy that. He's good. I
like him, of
yeah.
course.
If honestly, when you book shows, if every booker was like him, like the venue booker, you would to get along. I think
yeah.
we were new to comedy ourselves. So the shit that we were doing was ridiculous.
I was putting up 35 comics.
Like and
right.
everything he said back then, he was completely right about. And everything we said, we were like 75% wrong about.
The only thing I remember I didn't like was like some people will go up there and be offensive when they're at times
That was
when,
on the comics. That that had nothing to do with him.
At times when I was like, that's not necessarily not necessary to say that at that point, and I kind of judged that.
Yeah, it's also like almost all the comics you had on that show don't care about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
About your little speech.
What?
That's what you're getting. That he would go up and do a speech.
Oh, he would go. Yeah.
Oh,
but
like every comic there was kind of an offensive comic.
Yeah. I mean, not really.
A lot of edgy shit because everyone we had was pretty new too.
I just didn't like I didn't like when like certain people who weren't even comedians, they would just go up and say like the N-word for a laugh. That was my problem with it.
I didn't like that one bit.
Yeah. Well, that was you. I think you said it.
I started.
I think you started there.
Yeah, but that wasn't a joke.
I started a tradition.
I think I defended you.
Yeah.
I remember because you were doing it as a bit.
As a bit.
And then there was another a former producer of my podcast. He said it just for the sake of saying it.
Yeah.
Right.
Sal said it. Another comedian, I forget who else, said it. And on top of it, I had like Jerry, Antonio, myself, all of us doing racy, edgy humor.
Right.
And my point was, you're taking away from like the idea of this by just if every comedian's going up there, it's doing this like this same shit. You're taking the idea away.
Right.
That was my point.
Because you're asking a lot of inexperienced amateurs to be cognizant of the show.
Right. So
that was where you were wrong.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I admit I was wrong.
No, because I still think it was a good joke.
Yeah, I
know why I got the laugh. I know it's not because the joke was good. But.
It was a shock value thing.
Yeah.
I remember defending you on Sal's podcast, and then Sacco was like, "Well, look, like, you guys are saying all this stuff on a podcast, and you're saying my business also in the name. Like, don't forget,
we did not like.
I didn't take that into any consideration.
Yeah, that's how you know we were wrong.
I was wrong.
About that.
Yeah. No. Now I would say, oh, you're so right. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I apologized immediately. Once he said that, Also, I was like, he's on. I mean, why are we?
He got into it too. He would go, "You're gonna hear this word," but when he was doing the speech and using all of the slurs,
I never cared about his.
Most of us had stopped doing slurs at the show.
I never cared about the opening. He was. I actually liked it because it's his store, and he had like something prepared. So I mean, whatever that part of it.
Just wants to be involved.
Everyone was talking about that at the time, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll let him open the show. It's easier for me. Fun. It's easier. I was supposed to host all night.
Right.
I needed someone to bring me up, and he would just. We were so spoiled. Because we would have a huge audience at the show, right? I would get good comics. I had all the guys from out here, and then also I would get comics from Brooklyn and Manhattan and Jersey. Sure. So I get and we had a full audience. The owner would let us basically do whatever the hell we really wanted, right? And he would come up. He would bring us right on stage. The show would go 3 hours. We were so spoiled.
It was ridiculously how wrong you and I were.
Yeah.
This guy, he wanted to charge people. I'd be like, no, don't. He's like, well, let's charge them $5. I don't care. I'm like, don't charge anyone. He's like, cut the lineup. I'm like, I'm putting up everybody. I was so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, stop putting up these female comics. They suck. I was like, they get a spot. I was 100% wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't be less wrong. I couldn't be less right.
It's so funny because now we just beg for a 4-person lineup. 90-minute show, no women.
This motherfucker.
We beg for it.
Would fill out his fucking business, his store.
Keep
leave
the store
the lights
open.
on for an extra 5 hours, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had the nerve to be like, fuck that guy. Ridiculous. Yeah. And he would be like, hey, like, let's cut the lineup to. He would plead with me. Cut the lineup to like 12. You could put up fucking Pat. He don't like Pat. He's like, you can put up, any of the Staten Island guys, but cut the lineup and tell them the owner doesn't want you. I'll be the bad guy. And I'm like, Sacco, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. I have to be loyal to comedians who probably now I pass on the street, they wouldn't even look at me, some of them. I was totally wrong.
Yeah.
So, oh my, yeah. I have nothing but great things to say about CBJ and it was actually a very fucking good store. Like he had like a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, and that's another thing because I used to
make sure I bought shit because I liked Sacco.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
was a character.
The second version of it, that's when I started buying T-shirts from him.
Right,
and he would give me like some discount. I was getting like $30 T-shirts for like $10. Yeah. And if I had known that, I would fucking bought every time I was at the show.
Yeah,
I'd buy a bunch of those shirts.
Yeah. Then Farouk and Duca ran the show after us. No.
Their show was good. Fine. It just wasn't.
They
the same
changed the whole layout of the store when they did that too.
Yeah. Well, he moved next door.
Right. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. And they did more of what he was talking about, but he didn't. They didn't have as many people as us because that was a ridiculous time. That was like we were all in our mid-20s. We were all just starting. Everyone was excited. There was one show. We had like 170 people in this fucking store.
There was a line.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I remember
crazy.
the second one. I did
one.
the joke again.
Yeah,
and your buddy demanded I come on stage to get roasted.
Who was my buddy?
Mike Scott.
Mike Scott.
Yeah.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Oh yeah.
Not Michael Anthony Scott. Michael Scott.
I didn't know how serious he was.
I didn't know he was serious.
Either.
Yeah.
No.
I had no idea.
I found out much later. I mean, I felt it while it was happening. I was like, yeah, I'll go up and get roasted. Yeah, I'll do that.
But Steve Carell took objection with a joke that Nick did. Yeah, it was ridiculous. A ridiculous time.
Yeah, but it's all over. And now I have to look out. Live the
now
rest
we're
of my
struggling to fill out these rooms.
Yeah, live my rest of my comedy career as a fucking average open mic.
Yeah, I went to a comic book store. I asked them to do a show. They gave me nothing but Superman comics and he told me a street joke. Live my life like an average comic schnook. It's just a cut to Jerry just shooting a gun.
I remember the last time I was there, I had to meet up with, what was his name? The other guy that used to run the store, Tiger. I had to meet up with him, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't do this no more. And he was like, oh, don't worry, but you'll be fine, all right? We got some T-shirts in the back for you. Go, I got some T-shirts. Go. And I was like, where are they? Keep going. No, to the left. And I'm like, I gotta go. I'm sorry, Tiger. Yeah. And then I called you, and I was like, I was really scared.
Yeah, then you came home. I came out with my gun. And then we sat down with that booker from from St. George Theater.
Yeah.
And he was like...
He's like, don't give me the old fucking Babe in the Woods routine, Rob.
I told him I don't want to do any shows outside.
Yeah. We got you on tape talking about saying the N-word at shows. We got you on tape saying the N-word. Don't give me the old Babe in the Woods routine. That's a real... he's a real...
he was the real guy that arrested Henry Hill.
Yeah, because my friend from work worked for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He did a lot of documentaries.
Oh.
Good actor, that guy.
Good actor.
He's not even a fucking actor.
We're talking Goodfellas.
Goodfellow. Yeah.
I tuned out because something's happening with Target. Target is getting canceled.
Again?
I don't know. There's this of a bunch of trans and black people doing Nazi salutes.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah. So they're not going to Target? What? Why?
They hate Target now.
Well, because they have to pay for stuff now?
Why do they hate Target?
Because they feel like they're the real targets.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no idea what's wrong with Target. I guess it's racist.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm so done.
I'm so done.
I don't know. I don't have the patience to know what's.
I don't give a shit.
They've just warped everyone's brains. That's why I'm free. I'm not doing it.
I am free.
I'm free
to do what I want
and have a good time. Get somebody. Yeah, Norwegian Air. Norwegian Air. What is? Oh, it's a cruise. That's the cruise commercial.
I think so.
Yeah, or the Norwegian airline.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Don't care.
I watched that new De Niro movie. I was like, I don't give a shit.
Alto
Which one's
Nights.
that?
Yeah, I watched
Oh.
Alto Nights. I don't care
How's
what he
that?
says about Trump. It would suck, but like, that doesn't have anything to
But
do with
why
him.
would- no, I don't
despite
care.
him playing 2 roles.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like
Dual
boycott
role.
the movie because he doesn't
Well,
like
I mean,
Donald
that's something
Trump.
that DiCaprio did as a child.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's he's another guy who I disagree with everything he says.
Man
De
in the
Niro?
Iron Mask.
He did
I
that.
never really watched that movie.
Did he?
DiCaprio.
He did it twice. He played dual roles in Man in the Iron Mask,
Yeah.
and he did it in another movie too.
What was that?
Blood Diamond. He plays the black guy. He plays Leonardo DiCaprio and that black guy.
He was Digimon.
From what
Digimon.
Digimon.
Husan.
That's his
Yeah,
name.
Digimon.
Jimon Hunsu.
The only thing
Yeah.
I remember from Blood Diamond is when he's yelling at his son, "You are not a warrior.
Yeah.
You love soccer."
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember from that movie. And DiCaprio does a really bad South African accent.
That's right. He plays dual roles. Yeah, that's De Niro going. I saw that Lindsay Lohan with the Parent Trap. I thought I can do that.
Some of my favorite movies are guys who play dual roles.
yeah.
Actors who play dual roles.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting part.
It's a very interesting.
Eddie Murphy, one
Yeah.
of my heroes.
He played every role.
Did a movie
He
called
played
Showtime with
everyone.
him.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Of course.
It was on the downfall of my career.
Oh, what?
That was the that start
that
of
was
the bad
start.
De Niro
Yeah, it was a
movies.
bad comedy
Showtime
with Eddie Murphy. I never even seen it.
I watched
They play
it when I was
cops.
a kid. Funny cops. Yeah, that was the start of De Niro's like really bad, almost
Bad era.
2-decade. Like, because in the late '90s he was doing like little smaller movies like Ronin. It's with the guy who played the professional Leon.
Oh,
I forget his name.
fuck.
Gene Reno.
Gene Reno.
That guy.
Gene
and then he
Reno.
did Wag the Dog. He did all these like late night these analyze this, analyze that. Analyze this was well received. Yeah, of course. No, I already got a Jones Beach.
I got half. I'm already
And then
half.
he just Showtime came out and people and then all those. My point being, all those movies were critically like panned. And then like Showtime came out and they were just like, he sucks now. He's terrible.
What a piece of
That
trash.
guy's not good at anything anymore.
Who's an actor now that's like on that similar type?
This just makes bad
Like-
movies.
like-
Walton
who's like-
Goggins.
Who was like a great actor and for like decades and now just does really bad movies?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't even know.
I don't think there's gonna be an actor like that. Like De Niro's like
No, a lot of them just do bad movies.
Yeah, like every movie's kind of bad.
yeah,
now.
but who's like great? Like it'll be like DiCaprio for the next 20 years doing nothing but bad movies.
He's got some stinkers.
Not recently. No, he's pretty much in everything he's in. He's in a hit.
His next movie, that Paul Thomas Anderson movie, looks really good. That he's in.
Like who's like it'd be like Christian Bale right now doing
He did
terrible
Thor,
movies.
and it was awful.
Who? Christian Bale?
Yeah.
But he played the villain, right?
Yeah. But I don't know if he was awful or the movie was. You know,
Maybe the movie was bad.
movie was bad. I think he just took
big.
his Marvel paycheck.
Yeah.
I was like, can I play someone who's gonna die in this movie so I can just never be back?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
I think he just took a paycheck.
I mean, he don't need to do
Does
that.
McConaughey still make good movies?
But he's not considered a great actor.
I think he is.
He's like a Christopher Walken.
he's an Oscar winner.
Yeah,
he
he won
is.
an Academy Award.
He had a great run.
Yeah.
McConaughey's considered a great actor.
Yeah, he drives a Lincoln.
Wouldn't say
Yeah.
he's a great actor. I'm a big fan. Love McConaughey.
I think he's in there.
I wouldn't say he's.
I bet if you ask like a regular person, not like someone like you,
Right, you're not regular.
not regular,
Yeah, you're grande.
like name me 10 great living male actors.
Yeah.
McConaughey's in the list.
and
now rank them by penis size.
I'm talking about like
Idris Elba.
because like De Niro was De Niro was considered like the greatest actor ever.
He
was.
he? Wasn't?
I think I can give you one.
Who?
Daniel Craig.
I don't think he's considered a great actor.
No, he was James Bond for a while.
Yeah, that's not like. No,
That'll make it great.
make it great.
Well, aren't they making a female James Bond? Isn't
Yeah, I think
she
it's a
gonna be?
lady
She
now.
gonna be? She
They
gonna be a
tried
bitch?
black, and they were like, hell
They're
no.
like, I don't know about that. Maybe James Bale Bond.
Oh,
I was gonna do my Jane Bond. Fucking Jane Bond.
Jane Bond 2. Can't wait to see it.
I like my drink stolen,
Jane
not
Bond.
purchased.
That's Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
He should star in G.I. Jane 2 just to make the joke work now.
Complete.
Make it complete. That's the joke he used to piss off Will Smith.
Yeah, known homosexual.
And Jada Pinkett Smith. Known homosexual Will Smith.
Right.
Yeah, because he was a very willing participant in all the gay sex.
He was a willing participant
Yeah.
at the Did It Freak Off.
Oh, he's like, R. Kelly pissing me. He pissing me. Pissed inside
Not
of me.
on me, Diddy. In me.
In me. Inside of me.
Piss
Yeah.
in me.
Imagine.
I'm not a huge Will Smith fan.
No.
No, I think for a little while he would have been in that great actor category
Who does
because
better?
of like popularity.
Yeah.
But actually name a movie that you go back to that's like a Will Smith movie.
I tell you what, like he takes me out of a lot of movies. I'm not a huge fan. Like I never really watch
All of his
Independence
dramatic
Day.
roles, you're like, I don't buy him.
Yeah.
Like,
He does that like face.
Yeah.
Why, you guys don't watch Emancipation as a comfort movie?
For me, it's 7
Happiness.
pounds.
I'll tell you what, I like Pursuit of Happiness. I like that movie
Okay.
because he's running around. He's all fucking homeless with his son.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that movie.
I never really seen it.
It was a tearjerker.
That's what they tried to do with like Concussion. They tried to do that with
I couldn't stand that movie.
7 pounds. They tried to make that a tearjerker.
Yeah, is that what Chris Rock had? I think it's concussion, 7 pounds.
Hancock.
Hancock, that sucks.
He made up his own superhero.
That's
He's a
trash.
pretentious asshole.
Right. Why couldn't you just be Why couldn't you be Blade?
What was that movie he starred with himself, like his younger self? Remember that movie? It came out like 10 years ago.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Was that with Margot Robbie?
his co-star was himself.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that movie.
He's a douche.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he think he could get away with hitting
What
Chris
movie was
Rock
that?
at the Oscars?
Well,
King Richard.
no.
Oh. Gemini Man.
I think it was Gemini.
That
Man.
looks like it. It looks like
Yeah.
that's.
He,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's regular Will Smith versus Will Smith with a flat top.
right.
All right, he was in Aladdin. Did you see Bright? You remember when that came out?
What was that one? That was when he played a cop or something
He
like
played
that.
a racist cop in a world where there were orcs.
Wait, Will Smith
Oh,
plays
yes.
he plays
Yes,
a
this is
racist
a Netflix
cop.
movie. Will Smith is a racist cop. It's actually very similar to the plot of I Am Robot
Okay.
or I Robot.
It's very similar to the plot of George Floyd.
There was no plot. They let that drop. No, there's a movie called Bright where he played a cop who hates orcs,
What?
and he played the role of the white cop, and the orcs would play.
Oh, I don't like
black
that.
people.
I feel like that's culturally appropriating.
It's 2017.
Yeah, that's cultural appropriation. Racist cops, it's a white guy thing. I don't want you doing that.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do to you. It's supposed
That's
to
what
put it
make
in
me do
perspective.
that. Oh god, that sucks. I don't want to watch that shit. Fuck that. Maybe because I'm not too bright. Get it?
I always leave the light on for you.
Nice.
That's why we
Motel
call you a motel idiot.
Nice.
Out of here. With that nonsense.
Yeah, motel 6 brain cells.
I'm looking at all these Will Smith movies.
Yeah, you could-
I Am Legend.
you could
I
name
liked
any of
I
them.
Am Legend.
Oh, I hated that movie. No, I hated that movie because my cousin was in it.
Oh, all right.
Cousin
Yeah,
in it?
as an extra.
As an extra.
All my
They made
As a
family.
zombie, I
Listen,
assume.
listen to
Yeah.
this. All my family did was brag about how
They thought he was gonna have like a huge
They thought he was gonna be an actor.
career as an actor.
and like
A bunch of morons.
I was like-
I know you love them, but
no. I don't think there's anything more useless than a cousin.
yeah, you can't even fuck him.
why not?
Can't. Go ahead. Not this guy. I'm just talking about female ones.
He was in the movie, and
Okay.
and
As
I-
like a zombie?
and the
I don't know
no,
what
it was
he
in the
did.
beginning of the movie. It was like
Oh.
like the whole movie.
Nobody would notice you. Everyone's running.
I was gonna say like the whole movie is Will Smith by himself, right? Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
It's him and a dog.
and they just like they were like, oh, he's gonna be a big Hollywood
They
star.
were like they were like he has a casting agent and he was gonna model and all this nonsense. I think he did like a weird photo shoot
yeah.
where he clearly got molested. Because the father was just like, yeah, this is him in his underwear, and he's just going, and everyone's like looking at this like 12, 13-year-old kid
Oh God.
modeling Calvin Klein fucking underwear. I'm like, this is weird.
This is odd.
This is
Yeah.
so uncomfortable. And they're like,
That's not. They don't. Calvin Klein doesn't hire 12.
the father was just like, yeah, so I take him down to the photographer, and I have to wait outside. They take Matthew in. Oh, I'm sorry. Cut that. They,
I can't.
whatever. I take him inside, and I'm waiting out.
And yeah, he comes out 3 hours later crying.
All right.
I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Damn. So I'm sorry that I Am Legend is such a
Well,
sore subject.
I remember
Nah.
going to getting some going to something like a modeling agency thing. Like everyone is always coaxed into doing this.
Kind
like
of,
you go to New York and like you go upstairs to like some office.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, "Hey, like yeah, I'm gonna give me $300 and we'll do a photo shoot and like all this shit." And I was just like, "No, like I'm leaving."
Oh yeah, we walked out.
Yeah.
They were still chirping.
Still going.
They're like, but we like your look. You have a tough guy look.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, we're leaving. That's it.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
But there was people that stayed.
But yeah, there's like
Because
morons.
there's people that want to be stars, so
Oh,
fuck it. You can
God.
sell them their
But
dreams.
this
So
guy
dumb.
was.
I
but he wasn't
got
even
bought-
like
when I
that.
was like 17, I fell for some
You
shit
got
like
coaxed
that.
into doing that.
No, I did the $500 for headshots.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was the
Did you
same.
And they were
headshots?
bad.
Oh,
I
they were
got
bad?
them. I got like 10 of them.
So
And
easy.
they were bad. I have like pimples in them and shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't even find them anymore. I edited them myself later.
Yeah,
And
the guy
then they
was-
were like, and we'll set you up.
They'll send them out, right?
For here's
Yeah.
an audition for Disney Cruise Lines.
Right.
And I was like, all right. So I showed up like dressed like in like jeans and like nice shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a bunch of people like stretching in like dancing uniform, and I walk up to one of these like girls stretching,
Nice.
and I go, "What's this for?" And she goes, "Oh, it's for Disney Cruise Lines." I go, "I guess I'm supposed to be here, but." I thought like I'd be like in a costume, and I'm looking, and these people are all like Broadway level dancers.
And what did you audition?
They put everyone in a line in like a
Did you dance?
in like a dancing room. No, hold on.
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, I kind of came here to like do an impression or like learn how to like do like a character.
Yeah,
or
play
something.
Goofy.
Goofy, yeah. You know, it was something like that."
Yeah.
And they went, "Okay, well, even those people usually play multiple roles for us on the Dream Escape or whatever fucking the name of the boat is." And they go, "Okay, so everyone get in a line, and we're gonna do some dance practice." And I went, "Oh no." and they go, "Do grapevines." I had no idea what a grapevine was.
What the?
And I see like girls and like gay men start doing grapevines, and and I went, no. And then I was in the next line.
I'm pretty sure that's not Grapevine either.
No. I got called in. I was in the second group of people to. And what they do is they watch you dance, and if you fuck up or just suck or whatever, they just like, okay, and then they cut you in like in
Yeah, I've seen
quarters.
Showgirls.
Yeah, it's showgirls.
I was gonna say, fucking Nick ordered a burger, and the choreographer was just like salad.
Yeah. Brown rice and potatoes.
Yeah.
I stopped the class. It was like on
Really?
the audition, and I walked up. And I was like, "Can I show you like a Jack Sparrow impression or something?"
Oh, you made me do.
Yeah, I was like, "Her."
Start doing
I'm
it.
like, is there like a different audition
Yeah.
I can do? And they go, "I don't know about it. If there is," and I go, "All right, I'm gonna go."
No, stay.
They go, "Are you sure you don't want to like try? Maybe you have something here." And I go, "These people were." This guy just told me he was doing fucking Oz or whatever. It's
Wicked.
Wicked, yeah. I'm
So
like,
you left. That was it.
Yeah, I left.
Just left.
I was like, oh.
Fuck you.
My mom was like, how'd it go? And I go,
Embarrassing.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
When we were like 19 years old, my friend wrote a script, and we held auditions at his house. He put it out on Craigslist.
Awesome.
And literally, the opening of the script was, "I want to." The first line was, "I want to fuck you until the cum is out of my balls." That was the opening.
That was Taste This Gun?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you told me about Taste This Gun.
But it's a real thing. Like we had
So funny.
We had auditions at his house, and I didn't think anyone would show up. Like we were at his house.
That's how desperate actors are, dude.
Oh, like fucking.
You had a line.
I walk into his house, and it's just him, my friend, and my other friend, his mom, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna have an audition. He has the camera set up and all that, And I'm like, where's the people? And his mother's like, get this, they're all waiting in my living room. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I go into his living room. There's like 7 actors, like legitimately looking like a fucking
Practicing.
like
They
a
have
Holly.
the lines.
They have the fucking script in their hand.
Awesome. And they're all doing their rendition of "I Want to Fuck You" till the comes out.
Well, he actually, see, this kid was so retarded. He actually didn't even give them that version of the script. He printed out something from Google and gave them like a random thing.
Oh yeah, every fake thing does that.
Yeah.
You have to like read like slides from a movie that you know.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. It was just like a generic thing.
Sure.
So one by one, these people are coming in. They're so
Paper
desperate.
towels right there.
They're so fucking desperate. One lady like walked in and she was like flirting with us. We were like 19 years old. Like you couldn't tell like none of us are in show business.
Yeah.
One lady read and she winked at us on the way out. Finally, someone came in.
She was like really hot.
She was hot. Finally, someone came in and like kind of called us out because of how ridiculous this was.
Uh-huh.
And she was just like, first off, this is grammatically all wrong. And my friend was just like, well, it's actually not the script. It's from Google. And she's like, regardless, this is grammatically all wrong. And then she like was improvising a little bit and like kind of like going off script. And we were like, oh, no, you're fine. You're good. We'll call you back. Because she was like kind of like not like making a joke of it.
Yeah,
then some Greek guy came in. It's like Greek actor. And he had like an IMDb. So it was impressive. We saw the name.
I have 2 things on IMDb.
I got one now.
I got one now.
You have an IMDb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Officially.
really isn't that impressive.
I just got one from.
There's little mailmen with IMDb.
Yeah, my
It was
dad
a-
has one.
It,
Yeah.
it was impressive. But again, it was like 2009. So it
Yeah,
was
Right.
like,
IMDb. There was no Twitter.
So he,
There was, but-
the guy comes in and he's like a legitimate actor. He like you could see like this guy actually could do something, and he reads the script. And he's killing.
He fucking nails it.
Nails it. Nails it.
Yeah, he's improvising.
So I see
He's
this
in character.
and I'm like, this guy's very good. You're very good, sir. And he's like, thank you. And I'm like, you know what I want to see right now? I want to see you improvise on my friend here. He's the director. He's our director. So I send him up, and the guy's like looking at my friend.
You're his stepdad. You're his stepson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what you
Yes.
told them. Yeah.
So I'm like, because the guy is like,
Your stepson is now caught in the washing machine.
so the guy's like, give me a scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what I like to see right now is you're the stepfather and this is your stepson and you guys are at odds.
Yeah.
But you got to find a solution to make you guys be better, right? Have a better relationship. And he's like, I can do that. Could you do that, sir? And my friend Eric is just like, of course. Yes, of course. Let's do it. Let's do it. And he's like really nervous.
Yeah.
So the kid Eric is about to say something, and this fucking Greek guy starts laying into him in his house. He starts screaming. He's like, "You're fucking disgraceful!
Look at you, you're bandits.
You fat fuck! You're never gonna come up to anything. You're gonna be a disgrace like your daddy, like your fucking daddy."
That's going after his dad.
He's screaming off the top of his lungs and like just belting him.
Another thing was because it was in a domesticated home, and Eric's family photo was to the left, and the Greek guy was facing it. So you know he was talking about his actual
He's talking about his
dad.
actual dad.
He's using the photo.
He's an actor. He's a
'Cause
great
he saw
actor.
that, and he's just like you're gonna be a disgrace, just like your daddy. Not like me. I'm a good man. Your daddy's a bad man. And look at you, you fat little bastard. He's like, look at your man tits. How old are you? You're 17. You're in rough shape.
We stand up. We're applauding.
Yeah, standing ovation.
We're like, he's really good.
This
Eric,
guy's
he's
the best.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Like my friend Eric's just like, yeah, he's really.
Yeah. Oh, because we would go around.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, that was
believable.
he's good.
Yeah.
His mother and his sister come running into the room
Yeah.
like, who was that? That guy was great. My friend Eric's just embarrassed.
And then the guy goes, oh, and we're like saying like heartfelt things to him, like, listen, we auditioned how many people today? Come on, 50. You were the best. I'm not just saying. We don't say it to everybody. You were the best. And he's like, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Right? I come all the way from Astoria. This is amazing. It's a great city. I'm like, go eat at one of our many fine pizzerias while you're here. And everyone has a laugh. And he's like, all right, thank you guys. And we're like, you're going to be hearing from us. And he's like, I appreciate it. I'm a worker. I can always use the work. Give me any kind of work. I'll do anything. All right. money. And then when he walked out, like Eric goes, he thinks he's getting paid. We're like, nah, we can't pay him or anything. Next.
Then another kid came in, this little black kid.
I was so
with his
funny.
grandmother. I felt so bad.
I'll take a beer.
The kid was like 16.
The grandmother is like, because we were like, can we get you anything, ma'am? And she's like, I'll have a beer. I'm like, we're fucking 18. We don't have beer laying around.
And we had to pick the headshots, like, you know, like an audition, like a legitimate audition. And my friend Eric is just going through the headshots. We're like, dude, just pick a fucking headshot so the guy can start his fucking his audition. And he picks out a headshot, and it's the kid like just half naked, like wearing a thong.
Yeah, not his shirt was over his head.
Yeah, whatever.
Showing off his abs.
Like just showing. We're just started laughing,
just making fun of Eric.
We're
the whole
like
time.
laughing hysterically because we're like, you're gay.
Yeah, we're just like, Eric wants to have sex with him. Look, Eric, calm down. I'm like, look at Eric getting a boner.
That's so funny.
The kid couldn't even audition because we were just laughing.
Laughing hysterically.
And the grandmother was like, what's so funny? I want to laugh. I want to laugh. And I want a beer. We're like, lady, we're 18. We have bagels. You want a bagel?
You want a bagel?
She's like, I'd take one beer.
When I think about this time,
Mother, I laugh.
when I think about this time, that's why when I go to a bad bar show, I deserve it
Yeah, I deserve it all.
because of things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was a complete piece of shit for like how many years? I mean, now there's a lot of tacked on years, but even before, I was a gigantic piece of shit. I was a bigger piece
His
of shit.
sister's boyfriend comes downstairs and he sees us doing an audition. He's like, "What are you guys doing, bro?" And we're like, "We're doing auditions for Eric's movie." And he just looks at us and he goes like this. You guys are fucking shot.
You guys are shot.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're right. We left, me and Greg, later on. We were like, that guy's right.
You guys are right.
We're taking a weird path. We got into an argument. And I just turned around and go, we just auditioned people for a movie that you and I have nothing to do with. And we sat there, and I'm pretty sure that thing is never getting made. We wasted the whole day. And then later on that night, we created players in our MLB The Show game who were our age. We were creating all the MLB prospects to add them to, because when you play franchise mode, and all the ages, you know, when you have to do the age of the players, were like 1990. I was like, this is pathetic.
We were going through it.
I'm like, that guy's 100% right. We have to go out and get pussy.
That's why 19 is like the worst age.
We were 18.
We were 18.
It's 2009.
Yeah, we were 18.
Yeah, we were 19.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Because you're underage. You're not old enough to go to bars.
Yeah, but earlier that year, we were doing a lot of clubs.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we had to lay low for a little bit. And
What?
no. I ran out of money. Yeah, I had no more money to go to fucking clubs, so we were like just home all the time. And then I was doing the audition thing with Eric, so we were pretty serious about making that movie.
Right, of course.
And then we play MLB The Show.
Playing on the show.
Yeah. Plus, clubs would suck at the time. It was
A lot of perks. A lot of Percocet.
It was out here.
A lot of
It
pills.
was in Staten Island.
Right.
I had no idea like how dangerous pills were, because I growing up I only really knew about cocaine, and like I walked into a bathroom at like one of these like makeshift nightclubs, and I just see all these guys who I went to high school with just snorting, and like one guy just came up once and like literally it was the most repugnant thing I ever seen. He snorted like a line of Percocet. He had a gash like on his nose. Like it was.
I like to listen to this show while I eat.
All right, don't be a pussy. It's not that bad. Like I just it looked like when you scrape your knee. That's how much blood. Like I don't even know how this kid survived. That's how much shit he probably was putting up there. I had no idea how dangerous pills were. Like I just
They're bad.
because they were all doing Percocet, Vicodin,
Sure.
Oxy.
Yeah, well,
crushing
doctors
up
out here all have
Klonopin.
rackets, so they give you a little extra cash. And
the fucking ice cream truck drivers would.
Don't rat anybody out now.
This is no
Everyone
story.
knows
They
the
all
ice
got
cream truck drivers have drugs.
I know that.
I mean, I don't know about now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 10 years ago. They all got
course.
arrested. Not even 10 years ago.
RFK drugs, like ice cream. Shit, he considers drugs.
They would,
Red number 40 is as bad as heroin.
yeah. Those guys would sell drugs.
I know because I did heroin.
He was a heroin addict. He loved it too.
RFK was
can
a
tell that
junior.
guy.
Was a
Yeah.
Oh, he was shooting junk.
like the H?
Fucking nut. Yeah.
Love that
You didn't know
shit.
that?
I actually didn't know that.
No, he's pretty open about it.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
How odd.
he loves the H.
He's a druggie. Fucking drug addict. Disgusting drug addict like your daddy. Like your,
Like
your
a papa. Look, where is he?
father.
Nowhere. In
Yeah.
street.
Your daddy's a liar.
No, it's actually really funny too. With that kid that we did the audition at his house, we got a summons for underage drinking, and his dad was like a cop, and like he was just like, don't even. We all got summonses. And my friend was just like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. My dad gets me out of stuff all the time. He's a cop. That's how he sounded. He's like, so we go to his house, and he talks to his mom, and his mom just fucking yelling. We hear her from the house just
Yeah.
go, you got a drinking summons you with those fucking twins. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, she's just fucking screaming, I'm calling your father. And he's like, but he's going to get me out of it. So his sister and the same boyfriend that called the shot pull up, and the kid's just like, "What'd you get? You got a little pinch? You got a little fucking thing here?" And he's like, "Don't even worry about it. He gets us out of stuff all the time."
Talking mad
His
shit.
sister's like, the sister's like, he got a fucking DUI because of my dad. You're gonna be fine. This is
Nothing to worry
bullshit.
about.
This is bullshit.
Nothing to worry about, guys.
So,
We're like all nervous and shit.
We're all nervous.
and she's just like, "Nah, just don't even." And I actually, we had gotten a summons already, so I was like a veteran,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like, "Yeah, we're not. I would just. It'll be nice if you can help." And she's like, "Help? She's gonna get this squashed.
gonna be squashed.
You don't have to do nothing, and you don't have to tell your parents. All right, it's okay." And he gets him out of things all the time. He was selling drugs to minors. And the guy's
So
just
now
like,
we're all
I
like, there's like four of us. We're all relaxed. We're like laughing now, and
we're
like laughing. At,
we were loose.
laughing at the whole thing.
The mom came out too.
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right, you guys are in trouble, but I talked to my husband and he's on the way."
Yeah.
That's all she said.
That's all she said.
Yeah.
So the guy pulls up in a like gray 4x4. He looks at us intensely. Fucking parallel parks.
We think he means business.
Fastest parallel park, gets out of the fucking car, looks at us, and looks at his son. His son is laughing. He looks at his son and just goes, "What the fuck are you laughing at? Get in the fucking house." And you four, get the fuck home.
It's after 12.
What are you fucking doing here?
Yeah.
And then we were like,
We're like, I guess he's not helping.
Guess he's not helping us.
Not squashing the ticket. Like, we got to be in court 6 weeks.
then we went.
I went to court that day with shorts on, and they wouldn't let me in.
Really?
Yeah,
It
we
was
had
the summertime, and I was in, and they were like, "No, turn around, go home."
My friend Dom had to take us back home.
And I couldn't go back home. I was supposed to be at work. I was working I was a camp counselor at the time. And I took off from work to go to court, and I couldn't go back home to go put pants on because my mom would be like, "Why the hell are you not at work?" Because I didn't tell her about the summons. So I had to go to my friend's house to go put on his pants, and my friend was like 320 pounds, and he had no belt. So I put on these like large ass jeans that I couldn't fit into, and I was just walking around holding them up. And I'm in the court, and we were there. We were there late, and then
they squashed it.
The other dad was a lawyer. That Dalton guy.
He looked like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, this guy looked like Gene Wilder. He walks in with his son. He had an adopted son who was like a 300-pound black kid, and he looked like a typical Jewish lawyer. He walked in with like with a suit. Yeah,
Did he eat the blueberry candy? Is that
yeah. He walked in. He was like all pumped up.
He was like, "I got it squashed. It's all good."
And meanwhile, I didn't do anything. She just the judge just threw
Just threw-
all out
yeah.
all the underage drinking cases because there was like a million of them because it was the beginning of the summertime.
right? They're like, all right, let's just get these out of
They
there.
were like,
we got it.
Dismiss them all. Get them out of here. The other one was mad funny with Eddie's dad.
Yeah,
who
Elton John.
was a disbarred lawyer, and we got another summons later on that summer, and another underage drinking summons. And we walk into the courtroom, and his dad, who was disbarred, he hadn't practiced law in like 5 years, so he was very excited to be in the courtroom again. So he walked in with like a gray suit and a briefcase, and he approaches the bench and goes, "I'm here for the Basio case." And the judge is like, "What?" I'm here for the Basio case, the underage drinking case, with those 5 young men over there. The judge just goes, could you go have a seat in the back?
Awesome.
We had to pay for that one. We found guilty.
Yeah, we found guilty.
It's the third one. They were like, no, you're paying. You got to learn.
I got a summons during COVID for I think it was like a parking something.
You had to go to court?
They had to do online court.
Really?
I had to do Zoom court. Didn't take it seriously at all. I think I wore this shirt. Just Motley Crue, fucking Freddy Krueger. And I just waited. I listened to other people get kind of like pushed through. And then the judge came on and said, Mr. Smarina.
When did she say Mr. Cara?
And then she went, Mr. Cara. Go talk to your lawyer, and we'll come back. And she cut the screen off, and on came this like white guy.
Yeah,
and he's like,
yeah.
all right, here's what you're gonna plead guilty.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
pay
give you
$60.
They give you a weird public defender.
Yeah, they give you like
Yeah.
a guy.
The first one we ever got was the
like-
most encouraging guy ever.
Yeah.
He was like, how old are you guys? And we're like 17. He goes, I drank when I was 17.
Yeah, it was legal.
And he was like, it was almost legal at the time. And we were like, yeah, that's our point.
But the judge was all like, drinking is bad.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be drinking. Yeah. She was cool, though.
Yeah.
The third one, that's the one we had to pay.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
What, underage drinking?
Yeah, like
I know that shit it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It fucked me up for like 5 years with like jobs and stuff, like
Yeah.
city jobs. Like, because one time I did corrections. I went down for corrections and I had to put down all my summonses and I had to ask for extra paper. And I was writing, I was writing for like 45 minutes and the kid next to me just goes, oh, that guy's still filling out shit. I'm like, yeah, because I had 7.
the last one we got, we were like 24.
That was right
years
before.
old.
That was right. I did that corrections thing right after that.
We got an
Yeah.
underage, well, not underage.
It's the same year.
Obviously, we're underage. Public drinking.
Public intoxication.
Public-
Open container.
Open container summits, and the entire precinct was outside this house. Like we were with some girls, and we were just drinking in my friend's car. It was like after hanging
done
out with
that.
it was after hanging out like at a bar. We like went back to the girl's house, and we were just hanging out, and we were drinking, and we were like outside, and these cops pulled up, and they were just like, they're like, what's going on? And we're like, no, nothing. They're like, what's that in your hand? They're like, that's a beer. And they got out of the car, they wrote us a summons, but they didn't give any of the girls a summons.
Yes.
All the guys a summons.
Yeah.
It was with the fucking, like, this is why I don't defend the cops. And then like the entire precinct was outside. Like 7 squad cars just pulled up. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Go fuck yourselves. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
That was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for what?
I was going wild.
I drank outside with a girl once in a car. Yeah, me and Irene Crowley. We got a
Mr. Crowley.
we got a bottle of vodka, and we got wasted in the car, and I misread the situation completely. I went in for the makeout.
Oh.
And she stuck the bottle in my mouth. I went, all right, I guess I'm driving home.
Now you know how you.
And then the police showed up.
and then half the precinct showed up.
Yeah.
Because that was she fucked them, and
What a whore.
There was a time I was
she's a
hanging
nice
out with
kid.
Johnny
She's a
Legs.
good person.
I was hanging out with my friend Johnny Legs, who has cerebral palsy, and I was me.
yes.
It was us and my other friend and Johnny Legs, and some guy like robbed a store, and it was like right across the street from our house. We were hanging out like
thank God the human windmill is here.
in a parking lot, and all of a sudden, like a car pulls up, sees the 4 of us, and Johnny Legs, and they were like, well, they're like, you guys against the wall, and like literally, he has to get up. He has cerebral palsy. He's like, we're looking for a guy who just.
description. Yeah.
You guys fit the description of
3
these
guys look like Turtle and a guy who walks a little weird.
Yeah. Like, you guys fit the description with some guy just robbed the store. And, like, my friend John, who just has cerebral palsy, literally, he can hardly walk.
Yeah.
He's just like, what?
Yeah.
I fit that description.
So, motherfucker, bald with glasses. We got to check you.
So another car pulls up. They called in for backup.
Yeah.
Another cop car pulls up. Another cop car pulls up. A fucking fire truck pulls up. An ambulance pulls up. Cars.
That whole parking lot was full.
It looked like fucking when the Boston Marathon fucking kids
Because they were like,
caught.
I'm not sure if this is D. Kaiser Sose.
I was like, what is going? My friend John was just like, you really think I can rob a store? They're like, we made a mistake.
And no, it's very funny when they all left. It was like a South Park episode. They all left at the same time. Like every
They're
car
all
just
apologizing.
just fucking flew out.
Yeah.
Like within a matter of like 5 seconds, we had the lot to ourselves again, and we had to make sure it all actually happened.
What?
That actually happened.
That's awesome.
We're like, we looked because they all left at the same time. We were like, for 5 minutes, we were harassed by police.
We used to get fucking.
I used to get pulled out of the car.
We'd be walking on Highland Boulevard, like just like to like a house party or something like that. Cops would just pull up, fucking right in front of you, like literally, like on the sidewalk.
Yeah, stop and frisk.
And just stop us and search us,
Yeah.
and then like
The train,
yeah, nothing on you.
Staten
That was
Island
it.
train. If you got off of it, there would be police officers by like Oakwood,
Yeah.
the bagel store one.
Okay,
over there. Yeah. There'll be police officers there all the time.
All the
If I
time.
got off at the train station, they'd be like, stop, come over here. They fucking pat you down. They look for fucking Percocet, and then they go
leave.
go on your way.
They try to sell you Oxy. They'll be
Yeah,
like,
that was another
Oxy.
thing,
We're
yeah.
like, you're cops.
You're police. Stop it.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not cops.
Yeah,
Oxy.
yeah.
Like, no, you're bad cops.
Yeah, terrible. I got the drugs.
Yeah, you get harassed every weekend.
Yeah.
Like
You shouldn't be selling drugs, officer.
yeah, like we would get harassed. Yeah, we get dragged out of the car. But the cop that would give it, we had a Guido cop.
Oh, the Guido. That's who gave.
That's the guy who gave us three or four summonses.
3 summonses. Yeah, the first time we got a summons from him, he was like a rookie. He was probably like his first year. We got a summons on Thanksgiving Eve.
Did he know you guys too?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Black Friday, I mean. Yes, he didn't know us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third time he gave us something, he's like the fucking twins. He's like,
I'm so fucking tired.
He's like,
so.
and then the fourth time, he did not give us a summons, but he dragged us out of the car. And it was like maybe a year and a half after the first summons, maybe 2 years later. And he gave us like a talking to.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, you're almost 20. Why are you hanging out in cars? You say every time I see you that you want to be a police officer. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm not writing you up. I don't care. Get in your fucking houses and go home. And we're like, that's fucking redundant. Like, get in your houses and go home. Like, okay. And we're like, we're so sorry. He's like, I'm not writing you up because I'm not dealing with it tonight. Get out of here. Yeah, the first time he gave us a summons, he was like a rookie, and he was like pretty nervous. It seemed like that was his first like interaction like this, and he was like kind of the empathetic one, right? And then the next time we see him, he gained 100 pounds of muscle, and he was just smacking us around.
Yeah,
He was just verbally just throwing shots, getting physical when he's patting us down and shit.
There was another one. There was a big black cop. He gave us multiple summonses. Also, he was like kind of cool, but it was funny. There was the one we got once we got a summons before we went to college, and we were all of us were like kind of going away to school, and we were telling the guy like, "You come on, man! Like you're gonna fuck this up! Like like we're all going away to college." And this guy was like on the verge of tears, like he's like, "I'm sorry, I gotta write you up.
I gotta give it to you."
Like he felt so bad, and we were in front of my friend's house, and his father came out. This is the disbarred lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, what's going on here, officer? He's like, we're writing up your son and their friends. And then his mother came out, and she's like yelling at the father and the son, and his friends. Like we were she wasn't yelling at us because I wasn't really that friendly,
Right.
but yelling at them. The father starts yelling at the son because the son's like screaming at the mother, calling her like a cunt.
And he was fighting with the police too.
Jesus.
Yelling at the police, a whole thing,
Oh God.
a whole thing, like what Colin Quinn says, like an opera. And like the cop is like, ma'am, calm down. Goes into the squad car, writes up 6 summonses. He's on the verge of tears. All of a sudden, the mother's just fighting, and he's just seeing this all unfold. The son is like slamming the fucking front door of the house, and like you just hear fucking screams. It was
He got chased.
wild.
The father started chasing the son around a car.
Oh yeah, I start chasing them around the car, want to fight them.
And all this while the cop is writing summonses.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's like in his car. He's writing summonses. It sucks because you're like you can't go anywhere.
And literally all over
We
a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
We outran them. We got chased in the woods by the police.
Yeah.
We didn't really get chased. They were approaching, and we all ran, and we actually got away with that one. Yeah, that was a bullet dodge, and then like 2 weeks later, we all got hit with one.
Yeah, that was.
And then
they
was
came
the
back.
eggs.
They came back.
Oh, on Halloween with the eggs.
Oh, that was
that was the first run-in.
Yeah.
Because they pulled us over in our car because there was reports that a car was going around throwing eggs. And we had the eggs. Well, it was us, by the way. We had the eggs hidden underneath the seats. And when we got pulled over, the police are just like flashlights, the whole thing. And they're like, "Where are you guys going tonight?" And my friend's like, "We're going out drinking." To get out of it, we had to tell them we're going to a party.
And they looked at us like these guys are a little old to be doing that.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna. I don't think it's them.
I don't think it's them. They're a little old. And plus, this one just said they're going to a party. We're going around just egging little kids.
We went to the Staten Island Mall, and like there was like the first egg toss of the day. Fucking, we saw a couple coming out of Staten Island Mall, and my friend just literally did this like a
Fucking
little
hook shot.
Fucking the egg was like so high in the air, and you could see the egg coming down on the girl's head.
Yeah, we saw her reaction.
And she was instantly crying before the fucking egg hit her.
She
knew
had
it
no
was coming.
no dodge, and just got hit in the head, square on the head, boom, with an egg, and we just started cracking because instant tears.
And her boyfriend like tried chasing.
Oh, he tried chasing the car.
Like, fuck
one of the saddest runs.
Yeah.
But the other one, that one was fucked up when we threw the piss at those kids. And we used to go.
What?
We used to throw.
I know.
Yeah, we used to piss in the Gatorade bottles and go around splashing kids with it.
Oh, you're like Jay and Silent Bob level menace.
We're menacing.
It wasn't me and him. It was
very rarely.
very
rarely.
We were
did
hanging
that.
out. Like,
Yeah.
I never
Okay.
did that.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
I
I was
pissed
hanging
them
out with my
again.
friends. They would do it. They would go around,
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
pissing in water bottles,
There was these.
and they would throw the piss at people.
Kind of gay because like we're all gonna get all pissed up.
Well, it started off with.
Is this kid pissing in the back of the car,
Hang on.
filling up bottles?
Yeah. Hang on a
It's
second.
really fucking gay.
It wasn't that gay because it started off with Frosties and Baconators.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We would buy the Baconator just came out. It was like 2007, and we would buy the Baconator, and we would go around and we'd throw that, and then sometimes because it was expensive, we would have to throw the Baconator, make sure it didn't splatter, and then when
Pick it up.
go back and go get the Baconator again because we can only afford like 3, and the Frosties we can buy. We had a million of those.
My friend worked at Wendy's.
And
so
then
it wasn't-
one night, like after a certain amount of time, we were like, it can't just be Frosties and Baconators. We have to up our game.
Up the game.
And we went from 0 to 100.
I blurted out, maybe we should just piss in a bottle.
Just
But I
piss
didn't
in a
think anyone was
bottle.
gonna take me seriously.
And then this guy, the guy who had the father with the disbarred lawyer, he was like, "I'll do it. I'll piss in a bottle." And he had nothing. He had a little ass dick.
Could get it right in that Gatorade.
Oh yeah, he was
problem.
and he didn't even have to get out of the car. He just pissed in the Gatorade bottle, and we would, we wouldn't look, because you don't want to distract him. Of course, it might be bladder shy. And we had this bottle full of piss, and we would just go around, and he would splash people. He'd throw it. There was that one time that was sad with the 3 kids. It was like 3 kids. They were around our age, maybe slightly younger, and they were like a street corner, and you could tell they were looking for things to do. They were just schlubs, very similar to us, just guys like us, but without a car. And we were weren't sure. Should we hit them? Because we would kind of Robin Hood it a little bit. If we would go to Great Kills and splash kids with a little bit of money. We'd come out this area and do that.
Right.
These kids look like regular guys, but we were so desperate because we weren't running into anyone. Sure. And it was these poor schlubs were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And we were it It was like 3 against 2.
A burger had to be thrown.
Yeah. Oh, no,
It wasn't a burger.
No,
Piss bottle had to be thrown.
because we weren't running into anyone, and 3 of us were like, "Don't do that to these kids." And the driver was like, "Get these motherfuckers!" And the kid that was gonna throw it was like, "I'm gonna do it," and we were like, "No, come on, leave him alone, leave him alone." And the driver's going as he would, like 40 miles per hour, and we're like, "Oh shit! All right, don't do it, don't do it." And at the last minute, we drive up. He stops the car. And he throws the bottle at the kid, and the kid gets this little kid gets soaked, like just you can see it, like instant drench, and it was so sad watching that kid and his friends chase our car, and like thinking for a moment
Going, what are we doing?
that they could catch up to this car. We were gone, and we're out the window. And then, like after all the defense, we're out the window screaming at
we
them.
would yell,
Yeah.
"You look a little pissed off."
It was all fun until we got caught.
There was
We got-
two times where we
Yeah.
almost got caught. There was one time we went to Nona's, and these kids were about to eat their pizza, and it was outside. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We threw two water bottles,
2 bottles, double
of it.
bombing.
and like you could see the kid almost about to take a bite of the pizza, and it was like a group of teenagers, like like hanging out, like hot chicks and all that.
Oh, yeah.
fucking taught. Like just exploding.
One
they
bottle
were
landed on the
livid.
table, like next to all over the pizza.
All over the
Yeah,
pizza,
and then
all over
someone
the
got
kids.
hit, I remember.
And then we like went back to their neighborhood like 2 hours later, and they were looking for us.
Yeah.
and they had baseball bats and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
and my friend ran just drove.
They
out
got
of there.
close.
They got close.
They got close to the car because we were at a stop sign.
Yeah.
and they were like one would have hit the tail light, and we drove.
Yeah.
like almost at the last second. Yeah, we almost got caught.
We almost got and then
then-
my friend drove and
The Jack
it was,
Daniels
it was
bottle.
it was oh shit, yeah,
Sorry.
it was near here and he like he was driving, he was so nervous, and he went on the wrong way, like on the expressway, like the wrong way side, and we are like, dude, you're on the wrong side of the expressway.
Oh, yeah.
like you have to, we were like up. Like facing traffic, like like
Oh, no.
we're like, dude, make a fucking U-turn. What the fuck? He went to the do not enter sign, through the do not enter sign. Then there was another time we were a little older, and we were getting it was getting ridiculous. My friend was bored. He was just like, it's like, let's go out. We were having a few beers, and like he was like, let's go out. Let's fucking
Let's go on a run.
Let's go on
Yeah,
a
go
run.
on a run.
And we're like, dude, I don't want to do
I'm
it.
like, we shouldn't do this anymore.
like already my
We're
other
28.
we're starting to drink.
Yeah, we're like 35. And no, we're like starting to drink. I'm like, I don't want to do that. He's like, come on, let's do it. And like my other 2 friends that were like kind of the key parts of it.
Yeah.
Like they weren't around. And it was my other friend and
It was
this
so
other kid.
forced.
It was very forced. And we were by where we lived, Tompkins Avenue. We were by
Yeah.
there. And we saw these kids, and we just threw piss at them, and they were fucking pissed.
Yeah, pissed off.
And then like a half hour later, my friend's driving around. All of a sudden, we're looking out the window, and I just see a bottle of Jack Daniels just thrown
Fly
at us.
through the window, almost hits me in the head, which
Yeah.
would have been oof. Yeah, like just in my head, window shat, glass all
It was
over
like
the
the
place.
ending of Mean Streets.
Oh yeah, and they said motherfuckers. And yeah, they started.
They're like, that's what you get.
That's what you get. It could be worse next time. All this shit. And my friend had to pull over. We were like, we pull over because if they get out of the car, we got to fight them anyway.
Yeah.
But they just kept driving, and then he went home. He had to explain to his mom.
We threw piss on people for fun.
Yeah.
Duct tape over his window.
He had that car like that for like
Yeah,
5
his
years.
car
He
like
never
that
got the
forever.
window fixed. Just to remind that motherfucker, you don't do that after 18.
Crazy.
Insane.
We loved it. We had a great. That's what I did that throughout junior year and early senior year of high school. Junior year, mostly junior.
Mostly junior year.
I had 2 groups of friends
That's
too.
not that bad.
Oh no,
But you're like the bad kids that smoke cigarettes. Not
yeah, we
shit.
weren't. I mean, we weren't bad. Like, oh yeah, I mean,
That's
like
pretty
you,
bad.
Yeah, bad
You
behavior.
literally couldn't do that today.
You can't do it
You
today.
get
Nah.
caught.
You get You'll wind up on
Now
TikTok.
people like ask for you to be like arrested and executed.
Now we would be in that Staten Island neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
and people.
away.
Yeah, because also it was like every weekend for about 2 months. Like people had to have known this Honda,
Yeah.
this Honda Accord
Yeah.
was going around throwing piss at people. Because we would do it around these neighborhoods because it was
Right.
we would see like a group of teenagers.
Right, and you guys didn't live over here, so
No, I
no,
know,
we
dude.
never
That
did.
was the car.
Never did in our area.
And we were like, oh, look at this group like walking around. And we're like, let's get them.
Yeah. People just going to Ralph's.
I threw a baconator at kid's back.
That shit was mad funny.
Like, it was so
Fat
funny.
kid. This kid was like,
And like landed
300 pounds.
perfectly on the floor. I was
Yeah.
like, pick it up, fatso.
yeah. Oh, also, by the way, it started with heckling,
Okay.
which we would do. We were more hecklers. yeah.
It was heckling. No, another funny thing. So, and this kid I went to high school with, he actually went to one of our shows like a year ago, and he like tipped us like $200. So I would tell my friend who like lived like down the block from us, I would tell him that we like this weekend I would see him like on a Monday. I'd be like, this weekend we went around just throwing Frosties at people. So this kid they used to work together. And this kid goes into work and he goes, bro, you'll never believe this. I just got a fucking Frosty thrown at me. And it was us. Yeah. And the kid was just like, what did the car look like? He's like, oh yeah, it was a Honda Accord. And he's like, do you know anyone with a Honda Accord? And we were all friends with the kid. He's like, no, I don't know anyone with a Honda Accord. He's like, yeah, it's weird that you wouldn't know anyone with a Honda Accord. Because, we're all on the baseball team, and that guy, Joe, he just bought a Honda Accord. And he's like, nah, it wouldn't be them.
Can't be.
It was clearly that car.
It's clearly us. We threw a Frosty at him.
Get hit in the chest.
Got hit in the chest. He's like, this is terrible.
I used to love perfect hits.
Perfect hit.
Like the baconator on the fat kid's back.
Yeah.
Perfect
That's
hit. Oh, and pick it up,
the
fat
piss
boy.
thing,
I think I would feel bad about the head. Hitting somebody in the head.
Yeah.
The piss thing was too much. I
The
couldn't
piss
do
thing,
that.
yeah, I didn't
No.
care much for the piss
And they
thing.
would get mad at us because like we were baseball players, so we had good arms.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Come on, throw the piss.
Yeah, I was just like,
I throw cheeseburgers
I felt
and
like that
Frosties.
was.
It all started from the heckling. The heckling was fun.
Yeah.
We would go around, we just heckle, call people just heinous things.
Yeah.
And
It's one of those things where like I was at my funniest.
oh
Yeah, oh, it was so much
absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, we would have a great time.
It's a good time. I mean,
was fun.
I know today it's looked upon as shameful, but it's just like
You're not doing that now. You did it in high school.
yeah, it's,
man.
even now if you heckle someone, it's pretty
no,
fun.
it's pretty funny. You can still heckle.
Oh, heckling is always funny.
Yeah, if you're driving around, you see some
A
guy.
great heckle.
Like heckling like
old
women too, like catcalling was
yeah.
so much fun. One time this ridiculously hot older woman was crossing the street in Newdorf, and Greg got mad excited and screamed, "Get over here!" Like what? All right, so that one was supposed to turn around in the middle of traffic. Get over here!
Yeah,
We're like supposed to turn around in the middle of like crossing the street and go, "Oh my god, that guy!" He says to get over here. You gotta get over here. Get over here!
I think you had a shot.
yeah.
No, she just kept walking. Oh, that was funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, we had a good time.
How
Oh,
long?
boy.
We did.
We're at an hour and 8, and then
wow.
plus the 40 minutes.
Oh, okay, we're over.
Shit.
Yeah, it's over.
We're way over. All right,
Yeah, okay.
we'll do quick predictions. The Knicks tonight.
Ooh,
Oh, Indiana's gonna win. I gotta put money on that game. I gotta no sweat bet.
I gotta go Indiana.
Yep. All right. Well, then,
Indy.
just because of that, the Knicks are going to Game 7, baby.
I hope so.
That's right,
Goodbye, losers.